Septic, Wicked Willie's, Blue Line Painting and Renovation. Camdenton Laker football is on the air on Mix 92.7.
The biggest matchup in the Ozark Conference is taking place tonight here in Camdenton, Missouri. The Lakers 3-0 taking on the Zizzers 3-0 tonight here from Bob Shore Stadium. The Lakers come into this contest moving up to 16th in the ranking, while the Zizzers are topped right now, but both are atop of the Ozark Conference. This is the AB Pest and Installation pregame show, but real quick, we want to head down to our coaches interview sponsored by Michael Lassen and First State Bank Mortgage. That's Joey Hom down on the field with Coach Jeff Shore.
Good evening, Ed Schmidt. Good evening, Daniel Edson. And good evening, Camdenton Laker Nation. You are listening live from Bob Shore Stadium. Beautiful night here for football action against a bitter rivalry. West Plains comes in tonight ranked number 2 overall in the state of Missouri, Class 5. That's quite impressive. They've won 6 out of the last 8 against the Lakers, although the Lakers do hold an all-time 14-9 advantage over the Zizzers. Jeff Shore alongside of me tonight. Got to be excited about the moments preceding here.
Yeah, hey, super excited. You know, our kids are excited. It's good to get to this ball game 3-0. And so, yeah, it's a ball game we need to play.
What's been the locker room chatter, the newspapers on the locker, so to speak, this past week to get these kids fired up and really focused on a tough opponent tonight?
You know, I think our kids are focused. It hadn't taken much. You know, these have been knockdown, drag-out games the last 5 to 6 years. You know, such close ball games, and so they're ready. They know West Plains is a very good team, and we're kind of inviting the challenge. We need to play this game to see where we're at. You know, we've played 3 really good football games. We're still very young. And we need to play a team like this and see where we stand.
Both teams come in tonight undefeated, both 3-0. Lakers coming off 2 back-to-back impressive performances, both offensively and defensively. Talk a little bit about last week down in Springfield against the Vikings.
Yeah, defensively, you know, Caleb Bentley had a great game, a couple of fumble recoveries and a block punt touchdown, their defensive touchdown, which was great. I think our defensive backfields played really well. They're going to get a test tonight, you know. West Plains likes to throw the ball deep, but you know, Reese Waters and Javari and Colson have done a really good job, and Parkman. You know, I think that's going to be a big key to the ball game is not letting anybody buy us there. And then, you know, from the Parkview game, I thought our offense clicked and really pushed the ball down the field early against Parkview and jumped out to an early lead. So, you know, we hope to just keep kind of pick up where we left off.
The Zizzers came here preseason, Jamboree week. I felt like both Ed Schmidt and I both felt like the Lakers looked awfully well against a tough opponent. But you're telling me that we didn't really get the real look, the real Zizzers team, so to speak.
Yeah, no, we got their starters for sure, but they were giving us a 5 across, man, no free safety, and we hit on a big play there early against them. You know, that's not what they'll run tonight. They'll run more of a 2 safety look, man under with rushing 3 guys, sometimes 4. So. A little bit more, for those of you that watch the Kickoff game or familiar with it, a little more like their defense. They're going to drop a lot of guys in coverage sometimes and then try to fool you and bring a bunch every once in a while. So it'll be a little bit more like 8 or 9 guys, sometimes 10 in coverage, and especially on second longs and third and longs. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting ball game. We're going to have to do some things with our feet as well as throw the ball through the air.
Talk about their dynamic duo, Kinslow. I believe his name is Dagan Kinslow, and then Connor Lair. What do they bring to the table, and what do you have to do defensively to kind of keep them in check?
Yeah, their offense is really good, and you'll see a lot of motions, a lot of different sets, and starting with nobody in the backfield and then bringing the guy back in motion and putting him at tailback, and they run what's called an H-back, which is a kind of a cross between a fullback and a slot receiver. So he kind of operates in both worlds there. So they're hard to defense and have been for quite some time. And Lair is, you know, he's arguably the best football player in the Ozark Conference. And Kinslow, the quarterback, he's a great blend of, you know, he's got tremendous arm strength and he can run the ball too. So they're going to try to get you, you know, they're going to try to run the ball and get you napping and then, you know, hit one over the top. So, you know, between those guys, they're tough to defend.
Lastly, how important is the crowd interaction tonight with the band being here? It is a home field advantage, right? It really does spark the players.
Yeah, and it doubles, especially in a West Plains game because the trip is so far for them, you know. So we're hoping to take advantage of that. My gosh, our crowd is always unbelievably awesome, and we're, like I said, always super appreciative of that. But if we can get a little momentum going, a crowd behind us, that'll really, really help us.
Coach Jeff Shore, good luck tonight, buddy.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right. Daniel Letson, Ed Schmidt. Daniel Letson forgot his Andy's Frozen Custard home purple jersey tonight, Ed Schmidt, so we might have to scold him a little bit. Beautiful night down here. Looking forward to a huge crowd tonight, boys. This ought to be a good one. Back up to you.
We are super excited about tonight's matchup. Love the new Pride of the Lake marching band outfits, Daniel. Kind of a little old school with the, I don't know what you call it up there. Is there a military word for the thing on top of their hats?
Not that I know of. I think that's more of a marching band thing. But
I love it.
They look great. Nice little two-tone uniforms they've got going on. Anything they bring is definitely going to be superb.
Well, tonight's big matchup, both these teams are coming in 3-0. Lakers came off their first road game of the year with a 45-8 victory at Parkview last week after winning back-to-back home games. This will be the third home game of the season. Lakers coming in the matchup 3-0. The West Plains Zizzers made that 2.5-hour trek, and they are 3-0 on the season and ranked number 2 in the state currently. The Lakers are looking for a big victory tonight at home. When we come back in the AB Pest and Insulation pregame show, Daniel and I'll dive into a few things from last week, but what we need to accomplish this week to come out with the victory against the powerful Zizzers. You're listening to MoSportsZone.com or Mix 92.7. We'll be right back with more Lakers coverage here on your home for the Lakers. Mix 92.7.
Shut the door.
Mom!
What, were you born in a barn? Boy, wait until they have their own bills to pay or get bit by all the bugs they just let in the door.
Dan, what do you want to talk about?
You don't have to open a door to let bugs in and climate-controlled air out. Bugs will find a way out of the weather and into your home through an opening you'll never see. Call AB Pest and Insulation for a free home inspection. AB Pest. Call 964-1100.
What's wrong?
There's only one place to catch all the best action in sports. Wicked Willie Sports Grill. You won't miss a minute of sports action with 31 HD TVs and 3 HD projection screens. Voted best sports bar and best bar food at the lake. Try the Wicked Fundito Dip or the award-winning Wicked Wings. And don't miss Wicked Wednesdays. Exit Case Road from Highway 54 and turn towards the Parkway. Come for the atmosphere and stay for the food. Wicked Willie's Sports Grill. So much more than just the best place to watch sports.
The place to be for great food and family fun is Dog Days. Get to Dog Days for a variety of delicious menu options, 2 lakefront pools, and great live entertainment. Grab a table on the shaded deck and order up a chef's signature burger or go for a fresh beach ball. Then head poolside and kick back on the in-water lounge chairs while you enjoy the incredible lake view and great live music. Dog Days is located in the heart of Osage Beach, just west of the Grand Glazed Bridge, or the 19-mile marker by water, and open daily at 11. See you at the Dog.
When you're building outdoor, you want lumber that will stand up to our Midwest weather. That's why builders and consumers alike insist on Yellowwood brand products. Yellowwood's lighter, more natural appearance makes for improved painting and staining, is long-lasting, durable, and provides protection from rot, fungal decay, and termite attack. Porter's Building Centers is the Lake area's only distributor for Yellowwood brand products. Remember, if it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Porter's Building Centers in Lori. Porter's, we're here to help.
You're listening to Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
We are back for the AB Pest and Insulation pregame show here on Mix 92.7. The Lakers tonight have a big matchup, Daniel, ahead of them. The Zizzers come on the road. They're also undefeated. Top of those are conference currently with the Lakers. But you're talking some Division I players and a lot of returning studs that have had that winning season before.
Yes, it's this is the matchup of the night, the week, not necessarily the season, I guess, Ed. It is still just a regular season game, and district games are the ones that matter. But you talk about a precedent to set in the Ozark Conference moving forward, by win or loss. You got to come out and play well, and these should be the games that, as an athlete, I was always excited for. Definitely a lot more nervous for, but definitely excited for. You want to go out and compete. You don't want to tumble everybody week in and week out. It feels good, obviously, to know that you are dominant, but to face a foe like this that's really really kind of had our numbers the last few years. The West Plains Zizzers are the real deal and deserve every ounce of the number 2 in the state ranking. So I think it's a nice time for us to hopefully make a name for ourselves as well. Offensively and defensively, they've definitely got some athletes that are going to be playing at the next level and playing exceptionally well at the next level. You look at some of their guys, you could tell they just live in the weight room. They just eat it up, and they're doing everything right down there. And I like our chances against their ability and our ability. So minus a couple injuries we have, we're really looking good, hitting on all cylinders, and hoping to make this a game.
Well, this is a game, and it has to be a game tonight. The Lakers really need to be focused, not just on the offensive side of the ball, but Daniel, when you look at this type of offense the Zizzers run with the misdirection in the backfield, and, let's just dive into it here in the pregame show. We're going to go into our injury report sponsored by Lake Regional Orthopedics, and we have some big news tonight, Daniel.
Yeah, unfortunately, I hate to be the one to deliver it, but Wiley Powers is not suited up tonight. Had a shoulder injury in the last game. He says not too severe, but, it's one of those that you have to, especially as a linebacker, you're using your shoulders all the time, and any player on a football field, but that's something he's got to kind of nurse a little bit, hopefully get better, and I'd like to see him back out next week and be nice and healthy for the remainder of the season, but that's a big blow. Obviously, losing Wiley Powers, kind of the anchor of our defense, the most experienced at the linebacker position in a game where our linebackers are going to play an extremely pivotal role. Having him out is extremely it's bad. It's bad for us. So, with that being said, though, hey, next man up. That's what we have, a text message group with all the coaches, and when we talk about somebody that can't play, the response is always next man up. We can't sit here and worry about, well, Wiley's out, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? You prep each week for everybody, whoever's 1, 2, or 3, to hopefully step in and make sure that those shoes are filled and not missing on any cylinders. So next man up.
Next man up, and the Lakers are definitely going to be fired up with Sam DeMock getting some more playing time, the young sophomore in that linebacker core. So when you're making the reads on this offense, what are some of the reads that you're looking for? What are your 3 down linemen, which have really showed us a lot in Davis and number 3, Gunnar Morris, and some of the others that are rotating in there, just playing big like Starks. And what are they going to have to do to hold true to their lanes and not overcommit sometimes? Because that's what this offense tries to do. Get you going one way and break you back the other.
Yeah, and you are exactly right. That was a great scouting report, Ed Schmidt. That was phenomenal. But I will say this. If we lose the turnover to takeaway ratio, I think we lose the game without a doubt. That's obviously a category in any sport. If there's a possibility of having turnovers or takeaways, if we don't win that, we're already starting behind. And this is not a team you can start behind. It's that metaphorical hole that you dig yourself in. So my keys that I think of is obviously the turnover to takeaway ratio and then penalties. We've had so many bad penalties as far as jumping off sides, as far as anything that's a little bit of discipline that they need to have. We've not had that going the way it needs to. So turnovers or takeaways, and then obviously, as you were talking about with their misdirection, they're going to hit us with some outside plays. They're big up front, really big. I'd say they're a little less athletic than they were on the offensive line last year, but they have a lot of size, so it's going to be hard to get through. If we establish the line of scrimmage behind the original line of scrimmage, Ed, we'll be good to go.
Well, that's a quick update for tonight's early matchup in our AB Pest and Insulation pregame show. Coming up, we have the National Anthem. National Anthem is brought to you by Culver's Restaurant tonight. And when we come back, we'll have more of the Lakers pregame show here on Mix 92.7, MoSportsZone.com.
Where there's smoke, there's barbecue. Hi, I'm Greg Dierberg. You heard that right. No liquid smoke flavor at Dierberg's. It's all smoke fresh with apple and cherry wood at each one of our stores. From brisket and wings to my personal favorite, smoked salmon. If you can smoke it, Bob's Barbecue has it. It's time to rethink your BBQ and try something truly extraordinary. Stop by and see what's smoking today. It's fresh, it's friendly, and for slow smoke barbecue, it's Dierberg's.
I don't know about you, but I always wake up at the crack of dawn to make myself a homemade frittata. All right, I'm not fooling anyone. Hey guys, it's Mike Clayton telling you about First Watch. They start every day by cutting fresh fruit, juicing, baking, and whipping up amazing meals from scratch. So that way you can roll in, order whatever you want at First Watch for breakfast, brunch, or lunch, and they'll make it happen. Fresh and hot, and served from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So stop by their location here in Osage Beach to grab something fresh and made just for you. That's right, First Watch. Yeah, it's fresh.
Professional landscapers, contractors, and everyday homeowners need a zero-turn lawnmower built for all-day performance. Gravely Commercial zero-turns are designed for ergonomic comfort, engineered for durability and efficiency, and backed by the industry's strongest commercial warranty. The Motor Hut in Camdenton is your Gravely headquarters with a large selection to help you get the job done right and providing service for all your Gravely mowers. So putt to the Motor Hut in Camdenton and see how a Gravely zero-turn lawnmower will help you every day, every lawn. The Motor Hut in Camdenton, 346-6110.
We are live from Bobby Jr.'s living room from the online football game of the century. The ball is snapped. Bobby's got a big opening. He's to the 10, the 5. Wait, he's stuck on the 5. He is disconnected. His internet is too slow.
Don't be like Slow-Mo Bobby. One call to Como Connect at 844-99-FIBER and blazing fast internet is yours. That's 844-99-FIBER.
Unbelievable!
Friday Night Football with the Camdenton Lakers and today's best hits, Mix 92.7.
What a night here for football. The marching band, the pride of the lake, was out there performing excellently tonight, and the colors were flying. You know, this is the weekend after 9/11, after the 20th anniversary, and definitely want to give out some remembrance there as well. But, Daniel, tonight, the Lakers haven't forgot. This has been a tough matchup against the Zizzers for a number of years now. And we're, you know, you look at that and you have to say this is the one you circle as a marker of where you're at in your season and how you've progressed to this point.
It's most definitely a statement of how your year's going so far. I know we're only in week 4, but still that's almost halfway through your regular season. So, yeah, we can't stress enough and say enough how big of a game this is. West Plains Zizzers are absolutely hitting on all cylinders for the last few years. So it's no surprise to that. They got a good group. We got a good group. Now we just got to put it all together, come out, and see who's victorious.
Well, victorious is one of the aims of tonight's matchup with the Lakers. The Lakers have leaned on, so far, an incredible defense. But as we were talking about our Lake Regional Orthopedic Injury Update, the lack of Wiley Powers, this is a very deep squad. We're going to see people stepping up. Is there any other notable injuries tonight, Daniel?
Yeah, Ethan Evans, junior wide receiver. He'll be out probably the remainder of the year. He had a bad knee issue. And then we got Jader Schwartz that's out for the night, which is a starting lineman for us, senior lineman. That's a big blow for us as well. So, you know, talking about trying to be completely healthy on a big night, we're down some very intricate parts right now. But, hey, you can't say it enough. Next man up.
Next man up is what the goal is tonight. Lakers are going to look at a Zizzers defense. I mean, this Zizzers squad is not small tonight. And so you're going to have to be able to really move the ball quickly and not get that lead in your feet tonight, I think, because this team is big and strong.
Time of possession is going to play a big role. They'll run the ball. And I kind of like the way they play with motions, different formations, giving you different looks to really keep you on your toes as a defense. They've got a stud quarterback that was an all-state defensive back. He plays cornerback for them. Got Connor Lair that you can't say enough about what he brings to the table. They've got number 36. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's a phenomenal player as well. Free safety type. They've got the guys. So we can't have that's the biggest fear in this offense that we run 5 wide. We can't have a 3 and out. We can't have, we're going for a long ball and end up being intercepted. We have got to be so methodical with our play call tonight. 1, to make sure that they don't have the ball on offense, and 2, we've got to score every time we have the ball.
Yes, we do have to score, and if we can stay matched up with the tempo that we want in this game, the offense that we want, you look at Bear Shore's efficiency, almost throwing close to 80%. He's at 77+% completion rate, 11 touchdowns on the season. He's mixing the ball up with a slew of different receivers. The one thing, like you mentioned, is being able to maybe throw that ball away every once in a while a little quicker. But all in all, you're looking at this offense coming into this junior quarterback's hands. He's led it very efficiently for the first 3 weeks, which hopefully carries over with the pressure he's going to see tonight, because he's going to see pressure he hasn't.
Yeah, and that was a point of emphasis this week in practice as well, as well as the time of possession, is we can't be going backwards. We do a lot of scrambling in this offense and try to just do a scramble drill and hope that a receiver comes open. These guys are too fast, too strong, too athletic for us to be scrambling around and then heaving up a prayer. So I hope he takes a step, and that's a step that I never took in high school, to be honest with you, is throw the ball away. It just sounds so crazy to say, well, throw the ball away, when you think, athletically you could make a play happen. Well, against a team like this, you don't need to. A 2nd and 10 is a whole lot better than a 2nd and 17.
Right, exactly.
And so that's what we really need to focus on tonight, is when it's not there, let's just take our loss, tip your hat, throw the ball away, and let's play another down. Or the way that Coach Shore's anticipating this, being on only a 4-man defensive front, meaning 3 guys down linemen and then 1 linebacker in the middle of the field, Bear Shore can run. If we get a 2nd and 8 versus a 2nd and 10, that's better than throwing the ball away. So as long as we're not going backwards on the offensive end, and I can't stress enough the penalties, I wholeheartedly, I call it right now, if we lose, or I think whoever wins the turnover to takeaway ratio and the penalty war wins this game tonight, without a doubt.
Well, the penalty war, is hopefully in our favor. We usually don't make a lot of mental errors, but the turnover battle, let's be honest, at any level of the game, that's how you win, and the Lakers need to be focused on that tonight.
And we're susceptible, obviously, throwing the ball 60, 70 times a game. We're susceptible for more turnovers than any other team that we play. But that's how quickly we could make a big play as well. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of home run balls tonight, just because, like Jeff Shore said, they're going to have, to our guess, obviously, we don't know how anybody's going to defend this week in, week out, let alone year in, year out. But I think they'll keep 2 safeties back and say, hey, safeties, this is going to be a boring night for you, but you don't let anybody get behind you. Because then they have to funnel everything right to that mammoth of an inside linebacker that they have, number 40, Connor Lair. So we got to take what they give us, 5 or 6 yards. Hey, if we get 3 or 4 yards a play, right, Ed Schmidt, simple math, 3 downs, we're getting a first down every 3 plays, and that's all we need to do.
Well, what else we need to do tonight? Come out with a big victory here from home. You're listening to the AB Pest and Insulation pregame show here on Mix 92.7, MostSportsZone.com. When we come back in the booth, Joey Hom will be back with me in the Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. We're wearing our frozen custard shirts because it's hot, and I'm ready for a little cool me off with a Lakers victory tonight here at home. We'll be right back, folks.
At Guild Mortgage, we believe that our success comes from the communities that we live in and work with. We help you to achieve your dream of home ownership by working with you in all aspects of financing your new home. Ed Lothar with Guild Mortgage in Osage Beach is committed in every step of the mortgage lending process with over 60 years as an independent mortgage company, completely focused on you. Start your journey by calling Ed Lothar at 480-7676 to secure your tomorrow.
Roof US, the one company that you can trust. Why take the chance with some other company that just wants to put a new roof on and call it good? We start from the ground and work our way up with detailed photo and video documentation by our factory-trained and tested roofing installation professionals. At Roof US, we offer free honest roof inspections, an ironclad 5-year warranty, and handle everything with your insurance company. Visit roofusconstruction.com or call 573-446-3233.
It's a football Friday night at your home for the Camdenton Lakers. Today's best hits, Mix 92.7.
Here, I want to thank our title sponsor, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC, shophewlett.com. Joey Hom is in the broadcast booth along with Daniel Edson. And, Daniel, let's go over some of the stats. What are some of your thoughts tonight?
We talk a lot about what they've got. When we go about their defensive stats, or even let's start with their offensive stats. Like Joey was talking about, the senior quarterback number 2, Dagan Kinslow. And we got to keep in mind, too, when we talk about these stats, these guys have played, I would say, a strength of a schedule of games played so far. We definitely have a stronger schedule that we've played so far. They've blown out their 3 opponents because of the strength of the other teams was not that great. So you're talking about stats based on probably a half, maybe 3 quarters of play. So they have not played what we've played so far, but that doesn't matter. Their stats, Dagan Kinslow's gone for 521 yards and 9 touchdowns through the air, throwing right at a 70% completion percentage. They don't really go deep very often, and they really set it up.
And no interceptions.
No interceptions.
All right, but he's still putting up 173 yards a game and a half a season, or half a game like you used to do.
Yeah.
So he's putting up big numbers for the short period of time, Joe, he's getting any playing time.
Yeah, he's definitely got it going on. He's got 211 rushing yards so far and 2 touchdowns, so he's got 11 touchdowns to his name so far as a quarterback. And then you talk about the stud, number 40, Connor Lair. He's all over the field. He was this pregame. He was taking punt returns. He's got 8 receptions for 189 yards, 2 touchdowns, 156 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns. He's leader of tackles. He's a leader of sacks. He's got an interception, a fumble recovery. He's just kind of got it all going on right now. So, hey, we got to find number 40 and figure out how to run away from him and run through him and run without any fear around him.
Well, you look at what Connor Lair does. I mean, you're talking a real D1 prospect nowadays, and the excitement that he can do for this West Plains squad. We need to get to him early and, Joey, attack his legs, wrap him up, bring him down. Don't try to beat him up because the kid's huge.
Yeah, and Wiley Powers being out is a absolute bummer for this fantastic football game tonight. Our leading tackler, our heart and soul of the defense, the captain, him and Cale Bentley kind of keep this defensive unit fired up, jacked up, and on point, right? So
Correct.
Powers being out is such a blow to this defense, particularly against this run-heavy kind of read option type quarterback as well. Connor Lair is one of the best in the state. Jeff Shore said it, that he's the best football player in the Ozark Conference too. So this defense has got their hands full tonight. I will say number 4, Caden Jefferson gets the start tonight, folks. I'm telling you, this guy's got to pick up the slack. He had an outstanding second half last week. He's played his way into the starting lineup, and I know the kid. I know he's got a lot of fire in him, a lot of skill. So I'm looking forward to seeing how 4 plays tonight as well.
Well, you look at this defense, the Lakers are going to find someone to fill the void tonight as they're heading against one of the best offensives that we've seen for a couple years out of the Zizzers. Lair, you look at Kinslow at quarterback, then they got a fast guy, the junior Heston Miller, and they got some good receivers to throw the ball around to. This team is so well balanced. They're hard to defend.
This is what do you call it, the play up or shut up game, right? You can do all the talking you want. You can post your chest out and say we're 3-0 and they're 3-0. Well, whoever loses this game's got to shut up and go back to the drawing board, right? The winner of this game, if the Lakers win, you said they're ranked number 16 in the state. I got to believe that's going to bolster their rankings up to at least 8 in the Class 5 state, which hasn't happened in quite some time, folks. A great football game. I'm so excited about this game tonight.
Lakers are pumped up as well tonight. Just took the field. The crowd is packed here tonight. We just heard the fireworks in the background. The Lakers have everyone in attendance here rooting them on for a victory tonight. Joey, real quick, let's go through a few other things we want to introduce the refs tonight. The refs are brought to you by Family Eye Care. Eye care you can trust. Your Vision Source Center. Give Dr. Evelyn a call today. The ref is Rebke. The ump is Eller. The lines judge Harlan. Grayer is the linesman, and the back judge is Wicktick tonight here. Jeff Shore, Joey's coming in here with an 81-38 record, 67-26 in the Ozark Conference. And you look at this overall against West Plains, we're 14-9, wanting to go to 15-9 tonight.
That's right. Unfortunately, though, the Zizzers have gotten us 6 out of the last 8 now. They have been close football games. Granted, last year was kind of a blowout. I think it was 41-14. The Lakers had six turnovers, Ed.
Correct.
And Daniel touched on it tonight. Whoever wins the turnover battle will win the game. So I think we'll see a more focused time. a more focused effort tonight out of the Camdenton Lakers. They're a little bit more experienced than they were last year, a little bit older in some positions. Got a lot of great skill players, certainly at the wide receiver slot. So I feel like this team's going to match up very well tonight.
The matchup of the season coming up tonight here from Bob Shore Stadium in Camdenton, Missouri. There's just a few minutes left here, and they're going to head out to midfield for the coin toss. Joey, any further thoughts in our AB Pest and Installation pregame show before we go to break?
Let's recognize the captains getting set to go out on midfield. Number 30, Cale Bentley, the senior defensive leader of our Purple Haze defense. 75, Quentin Hayes. 42, Adrian Klein, and 58, Zane Thompson. Hopefully these boys win the toss, and if they win the toss, we want our defense to get out there first.
Lakers have deferred every time they've won the coin toss this season, which has been all 3 games. We'll see what happens tonight. Lakers in their purple helmets, purple throwback jerseys here tonight from Bob Shore Stadium. When we come back, we'll tell you how the coin toss went, and we'll get into tonight's matchup. You're listening to Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
The place to be for great food and family fun is Dog Days. Get to Dog Days for a variety of delicious menu options, 2 lakefront pools, and great live entertainment. Grab a table on the shaded deck and order up a chef's signature burger or go for a fresh beach bowl. Then head poolside and kick back on the in-water lounge chairs while you enjoy the incredible lake view and great live music. Dog Days is located in the heart of Osage Beach, just west of the Grand Glaze Bridge or the 19-mile marker by water, and open daily at 11. See you at the Dog.
Hi, this is Greg at Surdyke Yamaha in Osage Beach. We just received 30 new Yamaha Wave Runners just in time for the late summer fun. These extra 30 Wave Runners were not pre-sold and can be yours today without waiting until next year. If you prefer renting a Wave Runner or boat, we can put you and your family on the lake in style. Visit SurdikeBoatRental.com for up to 50% off your day on the lake.
You ride on our reputation. You ride on our reputation.
It's a great time to sell your property, so reach out to the most productive new team at the lake, your favorite real estate team. Hi, Tammy Cannon here with James Anderson for the Ed Schmidt team.
It's a simple goal to sell your property for top market value, and we'll be there for every step of the transaction. Our team utilizes cutting-edge technology, and we're proud to be premier Zillow and Trulia agents.
Check us out on Facebook or online at yourfavoriterealestateteam.com.
List your property with the #1 new team at the lake, the Ed Schmidt team, powered by eXp Realty.
You know what they say happens. And when it does, you want it fixed ASAP. Prompt and courteous service has been a trademark of Amos Septic Service for over 50 years. Amos Septic has the most advanced technology to handle any job in the Lake of the Ozarks and provides 24/7 emergency service at 573-346-5992. Amos Septic Service. We rush so you can flush.
This is Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody. Exciting night of football here. Bob Shore Stadium, eloquently known as the JOD, the Jaws of Death Stadium. The Lakers captains go out on the field. They win the coin toss and defer.
No. West Plains won it, and they're receiving it.
Okay, that's what we wanted, right?
Yes,
we
it
wanted
is.
Defense out there first. Hopefully get a 3 and out. The defense is playing at an all-time high level. These guys have been playing as well as any defensive unit I've seen in some time, Ed Schmidt.
Well, we're going to look at some new faces. They're getting some playing time tonight with the loss of Wiley Powers out there. But the Lakers can fill that gap tonight against a tough Zizzers team on the road. 2 3-0 teams. Something is going to have to give tonight. Hopefully it gives the Lakers way. Lakers have won 2 home games here so far at Bob Shore Stadium and looking to win again. Cam Durnan coming out to lead the way with the kickoff. Back to receive for the Zizzers is number 35, Lance Norton.
Packed house here tonight at Bob Shore Stadium. Across the way, the West Plains Zizzers also bring a nice contingent of Zizzer fans. Hauled in that 3-hour trip.
Crowd getting fired up, getting ready to get on their feet. Cam Durnan getting ready to kick, waiting for the official to give the go-ahead. And there it is. Here's the boot. Started the game. Pushing it to the far side of the field. Picked up around the 22. Coming up the middle. Lakers there. Wrapping up good inside the 27. Not a great return on the short kick. Joey Hom.
Number 9, Aiden Holt there for the West Plains Zizzers. Fielded at about the 22. Got it to the 29. So, yeah, excellent job there by the Camdenton Lakers special team unit. Number 30, Cale Bentley, in on the tackle, as well as 42, Adrian Klein. Excellent job there. Nice start here by the Camdenton Lakers football team.
Zizzers have the ball on their own 29-yard line. 3 receivers. Joey bunched to the far side here on first down. Lakers in man-to-man coverage. Kenslow in shotgun, the senior quarterback. Slot back to the left, and Miller. Miller setting up now by the quarterback. Lair on the far side, handing off to Miller. Miller found a hole up the middle. Javari Stewart's there. Stiff arm from Miller. Dragging down, finally out of bounds, was Adrian Klein after an 11-yard gain.
Heston Miller is listed as a wide receiver and cornerback. There's a flag on the play. Hopefully we get a little holding call to start this game. Ask and ye shall receive. Thank you very much, Mr. Referee. That is going to take away that nice little run there by Heston Miller and back him up 10 yards, 1st and 20.
These officials have seen Dr. Evelyn and making great calls tonight. Daniel brought that up in the pregame. How penalties can hurt you. That went from a first down now to first down and about 14 yards here. Ball inside the 26-yard line now of the Zizzers. 3 receivers bunched to the far side. Once again, Heston Miller set up to the right. Faking the Heston. Throwing here on first down across the middle. Got tipped. Who got his hand on that? Number 10 for the Lakers, Miller.
Nice job there by Miller. Perfectly timed, too. I mean, he read the quarterback's eyes there, Kenslow, and right when he cocked his arm back and released the football, Miller was there to tip it away. Nice job there, 2nd and 14.
Lakers looking for the call-in for the defense. Adrian Klein and Javari Stewart in the near side, covering Hafer, the top receiver, along with Connor Lair. Connor Lair now in motion, setting up by the quarterback, Kenslow. Hand off to Lair. Lair bouncing outside. One guy there. What a cutback from Lair. Then Parkman got beat. Javari Stewart's there. Lair going down the sideline. Finally gets run out of bounds around the 25-yard line, and a late flag comes out.
That's going to go against the Lakers, unfortunately. A little extracurricular activity after out of bounds. Big run there by Connor Lair. This guy's going to be a handful tonight, Ed, as you've seen how he saw the field, saw the gaps, used his body, his speed, his arm strength, his upper body strength. He's got it all, and executed a fantastic second down run there.
Well, I'll tell you what, a 49-yard run there from Lair. They were on the 26. They brought, a personal foul. Looks like it's going against the Zizzers here. A huge call after almost a 50-yard scamper, Daniel. Daniel, our sideline reporter, brought to you by HMI Fireplace, Daniel. That Lair kid's huge.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. There's no reason why he's not going Division I next year, but we got to take away those big plays. We had him set up exactly how we wanted. We need our safeties to fill and make that tackle. Tackle low, obviously. He's a big boy. Back to you guys.
First down, the chain gang, brought to you by Blue Line Painting. Barely getting set up here. In motion, Lair again. Fake handoff this time. Kenslow up the middle. Has a hole. Lakers dancing around his ankle. Finally wrapped him up. Was 31 Reese Waters for a 13-yard gain, though, from Kenslow.
That's what this team has done so well over these last few years, certainly these last 8 years, is you don't really know what they're going to do, right? They run that quarterback read option right there. Of course, Lair just got that big 50-yard run, so the Lakers thought the 40 was going to get it again. Nope, little fake handoff. And, of course, Kenslow takes it back to the left side for a nice little chunk play there.
And we talked about staying at home. Caden Jefferson in at linebacker. Lakers looking at a 1st and 10 now for the Zizzers. This time handoff there to Heston Miller. What a play in the backfield, wrapping him up for a loss. Mr. Bentley stepping up, ralphing it.
Cale Bentley coming off that weak side, kind of that robber position there. Read that extremely well. And just like Daniel said, hit low, wrapped him up low, and got him down for a gain of actually a loss of 1. Ed, how about that?
Yeah, Bentley coming up with actually almost 2. Let's call it second And a short 12 here for the Zizzers from about the 25-yard line. Kenslow in shotgun pistol formation. Lair setting up to his left. Handing off to Lair. A little throwback to the quarterback. Bad pass, incomplete to Kenslow. Third down coming up.
Lakers kind of
halfback pass.
Got a little lucky there. He had nothing but wide open green spaces to run, and slightly overthrown there. We'll take it. Almost looked like a little lateral, like a live fumble there, but I think it got out in front of Kenslow, the quarterback there. Lucky for the Lakers, third down now, long 11.
We'll take the trickery, especially when it doesn't work and it goes the Lakers' favor there like that one. This time Kenslow set up in the shotgun. Lair set up to his right in the slot to the left. They got their speed demon, Miller. Two receivers, Joey set up to the near side here. And Heffer, handoff flag comes out. Let's see what the call is. It was going to be a handoff to Laird. See what the official call is. So far, 2 penalties against the Zizzers. Offsides, though, on the Lakers. That's going to bring up third down now and about 7.
That's unfortunate there. I felt like the Lakers had the right defense called on that particular play. That's going to give them a free 5 and a little bit more breathing room here for this third down play.
This time, Lair set up behind the quarterback. Lakers come again.
Can't do that, boys. You can't do that.
Trying to be aggressive to get in there, and the Zizzers taking advantage. Now it's going to bring up third and short after back-to-back offsides.
Lakers getting a little antsy. It's great that they've got the adrenaline and they're fired up, but, man, you got to stay mentally focused. Can't give these guys free yards.
Hayford to the left, Cook to the far side, set up as receivers. Miller in the right slot, Lair in motion now to the right. Quarterback Kenslow up the middle, trying to run up and diving. He might have got that first down. Great athleticism from the senior quarterback, Dagan Kenslow.
Yeah, 63 for the Lakers. Was in the
Davis.
backfield. Dakota Davis was there, but like you said, that extra effort by Kenslow got him the first down. Stretched that football just enough to get him the first down. First down inside the Dog Days red zone.
Ball at the 13 of the Lakers. In motion, the halfback Miller to the right. This time handing off to Lair, that outside sweep. What a hit right there at the line of scrimmage, but Lair broke it. But Caden Jefferson came up big with a hit, but somehow Lair fell forward for 3 yards, Joey.
Big hit by Jefferson. He loves to hit, and he'll hit you hard too, but that just kind of shows you how difficult it is to bring Connor Lair down.
I'm going to give Jefferson a jackhammer nomination because he took on the big Division I player right there with a heck of a hit. 2nd and 7 now from the Lakers 11. Kenslow in shotgun. Lair out there at the slot to the left of him. Hand off to Lair. No, Kenslow keeps it. He has the corner. Javari there. He runs into Javari. Javari takes him down inside the 5, down to about the 3.
That's that little read option. You know, that's kind of and I think the quarterback there, Kenslow, has the option to hand it off to Lair going the other way, or if he sees some space and sees some opportunity, he's going to keep it. And that's exactly what he did. Went off that left side, a massive left side of that offensive line. 6'6", 310, number 66.
What a yellow on the field. That's going to wipe that one out, Joey. Big yellow. A hold, bringing that back. It's going to be 2nd and 10 all the way back to the original line of scrimmage at the 13 now. Wiped out that play, but it's really the end or the outside linebacker that has that responsibility to come up and make the play. Your corner is your last resort,
That's
who
right.
was Javari Stewart.
And at that time, Adrian Klein kind of bit and went inside, right, which gave the quarterback
a big lane. Fake again to Lair, up the middle, Kenslow dancing and prancing. He has some happy feet. He goes back hard, though, after a gain of about 4 tough yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 6 around the Lakers' 9.
58 Zane Thompson there, wrapping him up low. And then I believe 3 Gunnar Morris finished him off with that high hit there. Nice defensive stand here for the Lakers. If we can hold them to one more play without getting a first down.
We'll see if it's not 4-down territory here for the Zizzers. Lakers right now kind of finding a little more rhythm defensively. When you see gang tackling like that going on, that's always a good sign. Lakers getting set up. Lair in motion on the far side. Kenzo, straight dive play up the middle, dragging people with him. Inside, he's going to get a first down to the 2-yard line. No yellow on the field.
Again, credit that offensive line, and it's a massive offensive line. I bet they average, there's 3 kids over 300 pounds. At number 66, that left tackle goes 6'6", 310. So it's a massive offensive front. We're a little thin on the defensive front, and we rely on our speed and angles and attacking style of play.
The Lakers looking now at defending first and goal around their 2-yard line. This has been a heck of a drive that's eaten up almost the first 5 minutes of the first quarter, which is brought to you by Oak Star Bank. Shotgun again. Kenzo hands off. Miller finding room. Round the corner, beating the Laker. Parkman barely. And they got their first 6 points of the game, Daniel, right there on the board. Up by 6 already after a good almost 5-minute drive from the Zizzers.
Yeah, and what we talked about in pregame is the importance of not making mental mistakes. We've got a defensive lineman that jumps every single game, it seems like, and that was a free 10 yards when we had him at second and about 12. So 2 5-yard penalties. They had to get 2 yards, and that was a first down. I think that was the complete momentum change right there in that little drive they had. And we can't not have that against a high-powered offense like this. Back to you guys.
Braden Wall in for the extra point. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good. So a time-consuming opening drive for the West Plains Zizzers, keeping that potent Laker offense at bay and on the sideline. 7-0 early here, folks. You're listening to Laker football on Mix 92.7.
Where do you go for delicious, honest food made just for you each and every time? Culver's in Osage Beach prides themselves on delivering to you the best cooked-to-order meals every time, made with fresh, never frozen, Midwest-raised beef seared to perfection. Stop in today at your Culver's in Osage Beach and try our signature combination of our classic Butterburger and fresh frozen custard. Culver's, where every meal is served with a smile, proudly supporting all of our local athletes. Welcome to Delicious.
You're listening to Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
7-0's your score. 7:18 to go here in the first quarter. Joey, what was that malted monkey drive there for the Zizzers?
A long one, 13 plays, covering 71 yards, almost 5 minutes chewed off the clock. The big play, the 50-yard run by the senior Connor Lair, capped off by a 2-yard run by the junior Miller there. Penalties killed the Lakers defense on that drive there, Ed Schmidt. I felt like they had an opportunity to get them to in a fourth and long situation. Back-to-back penalties allowed the drive to stay alive. Touchdown, West Plains.
Lakers getting ready to receive the kickoff. Back to receive it. Hayes Hewlett. And number 29, Ford. Ford picks it up at the 12. He's over to 15. Up the middle, there's a big hole. Cutting back. Made one guy miss. He's at the 40, up the sideline. Hit out of bounds. No flag out around the 42-yard line. Blake Ford, what a return, Joey Hom.
Wow, what an excellent job by the special teams unit of the Lakers. Holy cow, a hole so wide that this side of the stadium all recognized it and all kind of went crazy at the same time, right? It was an unbelievable hole. They closed the gap in time to get them knocked out of bounds at the 42. Nice job there by the special teams unit, getting a big chunk play there for our kick return.
Yeah, one of the longest kick returns of the season. 30 yards from Blake Ford. Nice way to start this drive off from the Lakers 42. 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the left for Bear Shore and shotgun. Looking to hand off, has his man. Cam Durnan on the handoff, cutting around, diving forward, picking up 6 or 7 tough yards, number 13.
West Plains defense here, they're accustomed to the Purple Tide offense. They kind of played very well against us last year, so they're probably anticipating pass. Lakers surprise them there with a nice little handoff to Cam Durnan.
Hayes Hewlett forward on the near side. Cam Durnan, fake handoff, roll out to the far side, throwing in the flat. Ja'Vari Stewart, a first down, out of bounds.
Attaboy, Bear Shore. Excellent job, little play fake there, little handoff fake, rolls to his weak side. Nice little route there by Ja'Vari Stewart. Excellent bang play there. That's how you come back after that touchdown. That way, boys.
About 11-yard reception on that play and a Pacific Pools first down. for the Lakers. Oh, bad snap. Lakers go down, but Bear Shore covers up. No, Hayes Hewlett. Sorry, I missed that. I was writing down the number, Joe. What happened on that play?
Jesse Hudson just played that play perfectly, right? Came on that outside linebacker blitz, unblocked, and Hayes Hewlett got the handoff and had nowhere to run, wrapped him up for a 5-6 yard loss there. Tough break for the Lakers.
2nd and 16 coming up this time. Not to Hewlett in the flat under pressure. Nice cutback. Kenslow's after Bear Shore. Bear Shore got back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd and 10 coming up.
Having your quarterback play defense is a risky proposition there, but Kenslow in on the play. Bear Shore did a nice job getting back 6-7 yards.
5th play coming up. Shore up to the line. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. There's the snap in the pocket. Has a little time. Pockets collapse, and he's stepping up. Looking to run to the far corner. Cutting back. Trying to break tackles. Using his body. Averaging 5.5 yards a run, Joey. Right there, getting about 6 again.
Big body it is, too. Seems like that kid's getting bigger week by week. I bet he's up over 210 now. I mean, he's really put on some weight and muscle.
A big 4th and down and a short 5 coming up. Shore not wasting any time. Almost had too many men on the field. Didn't get the snap off in time. Getting a new call in from the sidelines. Ball on about the 36-yard line of the Zizzers. Big 4th down coming up here for the Lakers. Shore gets a snap under pressure. Made the guy stalled. Under pressure again, rolling to the near side. Looking to throw off his back foot. In and out of the hands of number 13, Cam Durnan. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
West Plains doing an excellent job defending that tight offense, that spread offense. They rush 3, and they've always got that little safety robber back position that as soon as the play comes to their side, they just basically run a straight line at the quarterback, force Bear Shore out of the pocket there. And, of course, when you're running on your strong side here, wonder what's going on down the field.
It's official timeout on the field. Timeout's brought to you by Joey.
The Ed Schmidt team, funlake.com. Sorry about that.
That's all right, brother. You're doing good.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. 7-0 West Plains. You're listening to Laker football on Mix 92.7.
For more than 35 years, Econo-Lift has been better than the rest for all your boat hoist needs at the Lake of the Ozarks. And they're made with the highest quality galvanized steel for strength and durability. Call Econo-Lift today because their lifts are simply the best. Make sure your lift is ready for this upcoming boating season. Family owned and proudly made in the USA. Call Econo-Lift at 346-7161. Simply the best.
It's Friday night, so it must be time for Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
And welcome back, everybody. The Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. Their tough break there for the Lakers. 4th and 5, Ed Schmidt. They have to give the ball back to the Zizzer offense.
Yeah, that Malton Monkey drive. Lakers started on their own 42, ended up on the 36 of the Zizzers. 6 plays, 2 minutes, 4 seconds. Lakers trailing by 7 right now. Zizzers up to the line of scrimmage at their own 36-yard line. Kenslow playing both ways, the quarterback. In shotgun again. This time in motion, Miller. Option play. No, quarterback keeps it. Didn't pitch it to Miller. Gained a couple of yards on 1st down. 2nd and 8 coming up, Joe.
Lakers had the right defense called there. Gunnar Morris did a nice job kind of staying with the quarterback. Didn't go for the fake pitch. Wraps the quarterback up for a short game there. Short gain, 2nd and a long 8.
2nd and a long 8 coming up here for the Lakers. Purple Haze defense, man-to-man coverage so far. This time 2 receivers bunched to either side. In the slot, you got Lair on the right. Shotgun Kenslow. Actually, Lair was set up as a receiver. Now set up behind the quarterback, Kenslow. Hand off to Lair. Up the middle, Lair trying to move the pile. He does find a way to get 2 yards out of nothing.
Adrian Klein coming off that edge there. I kind of felt Dagan Kenslow should have got called for a block in the back. He actually pushed 42 forward. No call, no see, no call, I guess. 3rd down.
Klein on the tackle, 3rd and short in the flat on the screenplay. Looking to get that 1st down. Just short. Ball came out for a second. Do not know who the receiver is. I believe that's number 15, Cook, on the reception. Quick fumble, but he got it back.
Ball did pop out, like you said, but good reaction there by 15 to get the ball back. 4th and 1 now here. Opportunity for the Lakers to get the ball back.
Big 4th down play.
Don't jump.
Look at Kenslow here, keeping it, Joey. He's a tough runner. There he goes, quarterback keeper. He has the push and more over midfield now. Gain of 4 there on 4th and inches.
He's also got the size in front of him, too. 77, the big center. Senior, 6'3", 311 pounds. Blake Reed. That guy will get you a couple of yards.
Midfield now for the Zizzers, 1st and 10. 4 plays it took to get a first down, but they risked it on their side of the field and accomplished it. Lair now moving from slot behind the quarterback. In shotgun, throwing under pressure, throws it across the middle, up high, missing number 19, Leeser, on that pass, Joe.
Yeah, pretty good route there by Leeser. He was open, kind of got between the safety and the cornerback behind the linebackers there. Just a little bit too much heat. Kenslow, a little high on that throw.
2nd and 10 now coming up for the Zizzers. Their running game is so strong, you would think they wouldn't need to go to the air yet. But we'll take it. So far, that's been to our advantage. 2nd and 10 from midfield now for the quarterback. Kenslow, the senior, looking to throw again. Throwing the flat, underthrew him, incomplete, Daniel. We'll keep him throwing this ball. Don't you think this is the way to go so far for the Lakers D?
Yeah, as long as we can stop them from running inside the tackle and contain that quarterback. They're not throwing the ball exceptionally well right now. We've got to get out of this with no more penalties and a nice turnover on downs, force them to punt. It would be absolutely fantastic. Got to get rolling on offense and be more consistent. Back to you guys.
Big 3rd and 10 coming up from midfield. Kenslow getting a new call from the sideline. He has 2 receivers flanked to his right, 2 to his left. Lair at tailback. Handoff. Actually, that's Miller. Miller trying to get outside. Javari Stewart's there. Flag comes out.
You got to believe it's offensive face guarding, face mask. I know it's typically a stiff arm, but, man, I hope that they get the call here.
Lakers looking what the call is happening on the field. You saw Cale Bentley pointing going against the Zizzers, but we haven't seen personal foul, face masking.
Yeah.
The Zizzers, a huge penalty. Joey Hom called it.
I got a little excited there. Couldn't quite get it out, but that's what I meant.
You start dancing, prancing, whatever you need to do, my friend. I love calls like that.
We'll take it. That's going to back them up 15 yards. That's a 15-yard variety. 3rd now and 25 now, Ed Schmidt.
The key is getting confidence. The Lakers are getting some right here with this defensive stance against the Zizzers, Joey. It's time to get fired up. It's Laker football time. 2:56 to go. Only trailing by a touchdown here. First half brought to you by Oak Star Bank. You can watch us live on mosportszone.com on your smart TV or phone. Just tune into your radio at Mix 92.7. Shotgun for Kenslow. In motion this time. Number 15, Cook. Hanging it off to Cook. A reverse handoff. Lair looking at a halfback pass to Kenslow. Incomplete because Reese Waters was there with a nice little hit.
Nice job there by the Lakers defense. Just kind of not biting or not being fooled on that play. The play was actually designed to go to Connor Lair. The wide receiver Miller there kind of doing that crossing route. So the Lakers kind of stayed at home, stayed at bay, and did a great job not letting that play develop.
See what's going to happen in here. I believe we're going to see the punter come out. Number 1, Simpson.
I'm going to go
for the Zizzers.
I'm going to go ahead and predict this is the first time this first-team offense has had to punt.
I don't disagree. And here is the punt. Back to receive. Cam Durham fair catched it at about the 31-yard line. The Lakers stop the Zizzers here on their second drive, only trailing by a touchdown, and the offense coming back out, Joe.
And I'm not talking about tonight. I'm talking about this season. Their first 3 games, I bet you that's the first time they've had to punt due to a defense putting him into a 4th and long situation.
If you want to watch the game live once again on the TV, go to mosportszone.com. I have a lot of people text me real quick, Joey. Lakers not wasting any time here. First down from their 31-yard line. 2:41 to go. Bear Shore looking to throw. Pump and fake. Under pressure. Stepping up. Scrambling again. Bouncing outside. Trying to get out of the way. Man, Lair just threw him down hard. Loss of 3.
Lair's a player now, 40. I mean, he's obviously a tremendous running back, but he's got that grit and girth on defense, too, take no prisoners type attitude, a true born football player. 40 is going to be a problem tonight.
Lakers looking at a 2nd and 12 now from their own 29. Short has 3 receivers to his left. Looking in the left, Javari Stewart on the screen. Stewart making 2 guys miss. Finally, enough jerseys wiped him out there. Only Joey a gain of a yard.
West Plains, their defensive tactics, their strategy tonight is working. They're kind of having the Lakers make these dinks and dunks underneath passes, right? They're not allowing anything beyond 10 yards.
Javari Stewart trying to get everybody pumped up. A big 3rd and 10 coming up for the Lakers. Trips now set up to the right for Shore. Shore rolling to the right. Fake pitch to Hayes Hewitt. Planting his feet. He has Cam Durnan. Durnan up there. Oh, it got ripped out of his hands. What a defensive play from their stud free safety, Joey, number 36, Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez. I mean, Cam Durnan, that was a catch and a first down, but Lopez kind of hustled over to Cam and basically right after he made the catch just kind of stripped the ball away and forced that incompletion. That is a big-time play there by Jason Lopez.
4th down coming up. Look like this could be a punting situation. Cam Durnan, not the punt he usually likes to get. Bounce at the 49, taking a slow roll for the Lakers, down around the 44 of the Zizzers. 3 and out for the Lakers on that second drive.
You wonder if Jason Lopez there, the fellow that just forced the incompletion, get his hand on that football. He was back there by Durnan right when the ball was being dropped to punt it away, and it came out spinning sideways, right? So that tells me that Lopez might have got a pinky or an index finger on it to really kind of slow down that punt.
Score right now is 7-0. Zizzers. Lakers, this is the first time we've trailed all season. 1:23 to go here in the first quarter. I want to thank our title sponsor, Ryan Hewlett at shophewlett.com. You know where they are, folks, right here, just north of the square in Camdenton.
Speaking of Hewlett, we need to get Hayes Hewlett on the burn path here. We need to get
stretch that field, stretch it big time. In motion, Miller. Flag comes out, and the play clock ran out of time. I think this is going to be a delay of game call, Joe.
We'll take that. 5-yard penalty going southbound on South 5 there, Ed Schmidt. 1st and 15, first quarter moving rather quickly, just 1:23 to play, 7-0 the score. The Zizzers take advantage of a long, sustained opening drive, capped off by a 2-yard run. 7-0 is the only score.
I'll tell you, so far the Lakers really looked solid last go-around here against the Zizzers' second drive. Miller once again in motion. 3 receivers bunched to the near side. Hand off to Miller. Miller trying to get outside. What a nice seal. Fumble. Oh, Lakers got it. Lakers got it, Joe. I think we got it. We got it, baby. Who was that with the hit? Klein? Was that Klein on the hit?
I wish we had instant replay. I believe 47 came up from the bottom of that. And
Parkman?
The announcer just said Jaden Parkman with the hit, so let's give him an Andy's Frozen Custard hit nomination. That is a game-changing helmet-to-football fumble, ladies and gentlemen. That gives the Lakers momentum and excellent field position inside the West Plains territory. 1st and 10 now, 39 yards to go, 1:15 to go first quarter.
1:15 to go, ball on the 39-yard line of the Zizzers this time. Everybody's pumped up. Parkman, jackhammer time. Shore, their own halfback pass. Oh, just in and out of the fingers of Shore. He had running room in front of him in a secondary. When you get that 215-pound quarterback coming at you, look out.
Yeah, gosh, just off the fingertips there. Great play call there by the coaching staff down there. Surprised me, surprised you, surprised the West Plains Zizzers.
Yeah, we were seeing this halfback pass. Coach Shore wanted to get his hat in the ring. 2nd and 10 now from the 39. Shore in the pocket, has time. A lot of time. Looking around. There's a flag coming out. Shore gets it out in the flat to Ford. Complete pass. Ford took a huge hit there from Kenslow.
I think they're going to target 71 for the Lakers.
Thomas?
Nathaniel Reap, 71. I think they just kind of held his guy a bit too long. Whenever Bear Shore's kind of scrambling like that, that's just the offensive linemen are just trying to keep the pass rushers off, and sometimes they'll catch you with a little hold, if that's the call.
Legal use of hands on the defense. What is going on here? What a penalty.
Hey,
I'm telling you what.
Dr. Evelyn fixed their eyes, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, he has the magic touch, folks. If you got eye issues, you need to go see Dr. Evelyn and Family Eye Care because these officials are the best they've ever been tonight.
Got that LASIK surgery or something. They got everything cleared up.
We'll take that first down.
That's a 10-yard penalty, too, right?
Yeah, the Pacific Pool first down here now at the 26-yard line of the Zizzers. The chain gang a little slow moving to get set up here. The Lakers are not wasting any time. Chain gang brought to you by Tony Cannon and Blue Line Painting and Renovation.
Lakers love this tempo. They love this fast pace. Get to the line of scrimmage, get the play off, go, go, go mode, right? And sometimes you get the defense playing on their heels.
Go, go, go. I'm all about it. Hayes Hewlett forward to the right. Cam Durnan, Javari Stewart to the left, looking to throw, has time, setting his feet, throwing for it all in the end zone, has Cam Durnan going for it. Incomplete on the 26-yard touchdown attempt.
Almost a spectacular throw and catch there from Shore to Durnan. Durnan just kind of, I think he made his cut a little bit too late, a split second too late. Had he made his cut back to the back of the end zone, he might have had a great opportunity to make that catch. Nonetheless, ball falls incomplete, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 26 of the Zizzers. Lakers trailing by 7 here in the first quarter with 39 seconds to go. There's the snap. Fake handoff. Number 13, Cam Durnan, a little stutter step. Bear Shore made that work. He's outside. Going up the sideline. Took a huge hit there. But he pops up after a gain of a tough 5. They're going to bring up 3rd and 5, Joe.
Great effort there by Bear Shore. Had a couple blitzes going on, particularly on the strong side here. That safety blitz was coming at him hard, trailing him too. Bear Shore turns it upfield, gets a big something out of nothing.
A long 3rd and 5 coming up. Shore takes snap quickly. Looking to run again. 2 white jerseys. Gets taken down hard on the quick go. Looks like maybe that was just kind of a broken play, and that's the end of the first quarter. 4th down and about 8 coming up when we come back. Want to thank our first half sponsor, Oak Star Bank. You're listening to Mix 92.7 and MoSportsZone.com. We'll be right back, folks.
Going into business for myself has been one of the most rewarding things I've done. I plan to be in business and connected to my community for a long time. That's why I partnered with Nationwide Insurance for my small business insurance.
Golden Rule Insurance with 8 locations serving Missouri since 1956. Ask for a free coverage comparison to make sure your personal and commercial policies are best for you. Golden Rule Insurance, your local Nationwide agency in Osage Beach.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Coverage you need, people you trust.
Friday night football with the Camdenton Lakers and today's best hits, Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody, to the Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. Entertaining first quarter of action here at Schmidt, 7-0 defensive struggle so far. The Lakers offense having quite a time here figuring out this blitzing, attacking, well-covered, good tacklers. I mean, this is a solid defense we're playing tonight.
Solid defense and a big 4th down coming up here, 4th and 9 from about the 25-yard line of the Zizzers. Almost into that Wicked Willie's red zone. Looking to get a touchdown here to tie this game up. Touchdowns brought to you by Dog Days. That pool's open, that kids pool. Go have some summer fun on a hot weekend. And by the way, it's not cool up here in this Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth right now.
How about just a little go route from Stewart, number 2, or Hayes Hewlett. Just go straight down the middle of the field, beat your guy, and throw it over the top.
There's the snap, cross the middle, just under through. Schieffelbein right there, Joey.
Schieffelbein was open. Oh, just a little underthrown there by Bear Shore. That would have been first down, moving the chains and cooking up some business there. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete. Turnover on downs will happen as the West Plains Zizzers will trot back onto the field, their offensive unit, led by Kinslow and Connor Lair, 23 Heston Miller. That's a trio that's awful troublesome tonight.
0-7's your score. Lakers trailing right now. The big boys going back to back here. Lakers turnover on downs again. 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Zizzers. Kenzo handing off to Miller in motion. He has some blockers in front and using them. Trying to get outside there was Cam Durnan. But a great run there from Miller. I don't see any flags on the play there, Joe.
You would think Connor Lair is their leading rusher, but it's not. It is Heston Miller the junior, like I said, he's listed as a wide receiver cornerback, but he gets a lot of running plays.
Yeah, how about 17 yards on that carry?
Great downfield blocking by Lopez there, too, to spring him.
1st and 10 now from the Lakers' 43-yard line. Zizzers bunched with 3 receivers to the far side, which is the short side. In motion, Miller looking at a screen, getting out there in the flat. Oh, missed a hit. What a block, though. Freeing Miller. It looked like we had an opportunity maybe to get a hit on that throw right when it came, but what a block, Joe.
Reese Waters was out there. He was 31. He was the guy almost got the hit. I was hoping for a pick 6.
Lakers now looking at 1st and 10. The Zizzers on the Lakers' 45-yard line.
2 big plays by the Zizzers.
Both coming to 23, the junior, Heston Miller. Looking to throw here on 1st down up the middle screen. Has his receiver there, the big guy, number 13. His top receiver, Watson Hafer. Another big gain of up the middle.
Little bubble screen there, set up perfectly, executed perfectly too. Plenty of blockers for Watson Hafer. Easy throw over the top. All Watson had to do is make that easy grab and turn it upfield. So big play again, back to back for the Zizzers.
New look out there for the Zizzers right now on defense, Daniel. Kind of getting the Lakers guessing on what they're running.
Yeah, they're definitely calling our number as far as covering it. I think we might be able to run a little bit more on them than we normally do. Defensively for us, we got to get a stop. We got to get a stop. Big play right here, guys.
Under pressure, Kinslow going down, baby. Bentley in on the sack. Huge play, Joe.
Cale Bentley coming off that weak side, untouched, unblocked, right? And Bentley's got a nose for the football. Makes Kensley turn the football back upfield. Kensley did the right thing. Instead of trying to scramble out of it and take a bigger loss, he accepted the 2 or 3 yard loss there.
6-yard sack on the play. Joey going to bring up 2nd down from the 31. 2nd and about 16. Shotgun Kenslow keeping it up the middle. Oh, one-handed miss there from Adrian Klein. Kenslow would have been tackled for no gain, but ends up gaining about 9.
That's where you miss a player like Wiley Powers, how important it is for him to be in this football game. Unfortunately, can't due to injury. Wiley Powers would have probably made that play.
You just look at the dynamics. You do have the big back and Lair, but you got a heck of a junior in number 23, Miller, and this senior quarterback, Kenslow, gets it done on both sides of the ball. 3rd and 6 coming up. Lakers needing a big stop again here. Kenslow in shotgun. Behind him, Lair looking to throw here, rolling to the near side. Kenslow finding a guy open. Miller with a hit from Parkman, and Miller held on, Joey, for a 1st down. Parkman laid into him.
That's a big-time throw and catch there. Parkman usually comes at you hard, right, and jars that ball loose 10 times out of 10, and that time Miller hangs on to it. Big 1st down catch there.
Primetime catch there from 23 Miller. A 6'1 junior, about 205 pounds. Zizzers 1st and 10 from the Lakers 11. Pistol again. Kenslow hands off the Lair. Lair bouncing outside, has his lead blocker. Now he has one guy to beat, but didn't beat him. I think that was Parkman with the hit.
Yeah, that's what West Plains can do to you, man. I mean, they can pull off some big plays, and when you kind of get tired a little bit or playing on your heels, they'll kind of run the football. They'll use those big guys up front. Of course, Connor Lair, the preseason player of the year for the Ozark Conference, can run the football.
Parkman took him on, held him from a 1st down, bringing up 2nd and a yard for a 1st down, but really 2nd down from the Lakers' 3-yard line. This time, set up in the pistol. Kenslow with Lair to his left, low snap, hands off to Kenslow, got it off, basically going in untouched there, Daniel, on that run. The senior, number 40, Lair.
Again, that left side is massive, Ed Schmidt. You know, when you got this Jalen James, like I said, 6'6", 310, and then right beside him is a kid 6'4", 335, you're going to walk in quite a bit.
Lakers now trailing by 13, 8:47 to go in the 2nd quarter, brought to you by Oak Star Bank. Locations all around the lake. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-0. Kick made by number 16, Wall. And when we come back, the Lakers have an opportunity to put some points on the board. Much needed points here in the first half. We'll be listening to our call when we come back on Mix 92.7, MoSportsZone.com.
Crystal clear waters and peace of mind is what you expect out of your pool. So when it comes to weekly or monthly maintenance, Pacific Pools at Osage Beach will give you the clarity you're looking for. For all your spa and pool maintenance and prepping for the off-season, Pacific Pools has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Pacific Pools is also your Bullfrog Spa dealer. Pacific Pools, located just off Highway KK at Osage Beach, or call 480-7511 to set up your winterization schedule.
It's a football Friday night at your home for the Camdenton Lakers. Today's best hits, Mix 92.7.
And welcome back, everybody. Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. The Zizzers punch one in now and go up 14-0 here. 8:47 to go before halftime. Lakers offense in desperate need now of a score.
That Malton Monkey drive, 9 plays, 75 yards, 308. 3-yard touchdown run from Lair. A little pooch kick, onside kick. Coming up, making a huge play there was number 9 for the Lakers, Joey. Tommy Macula.
Yeah, looked like they were trying to catch the Lakers special teams unit sleeping a little bit. A little pooch kick over the front line there. Tommy McElroy did a nice job recovering the football and advancing the football a little bit up to the 42. Pretty good field position for the Purple Tide offense. Trotting back onto the field now. Bear Shore. Hayes Hewlett.
This is really a big drive here, Joey. We need this drive to kind of get that tempo back in our favor. Bear Shore in shotgun. Trips to his left. Deuces to his right here from their 42-yard line. Throwing in a flat on a screenplay. Trying to get to Cam Durnan. He rolls out of the tackle. Now coming back up the field. High tackle there around the head, but no flag. Cam Durnan taking something, making something happen, baby.
Yeah, Cam, that's what makes him so special. Turning a big something out of a whole lot of nothing right there, right? He was wrapped up. It looked like he was going to go down for a loss, but spun her back around, followed his blockers. Nice little 7-8 yard gain.
8-yard gain. Here's second and short. Thrown in the Durnan, gets hit hard there. Big 36 Lopez, the senior, putting his helmet into the chest plate of Cam Durnan.
It's almost like they know what's coming, right? They've seen us. They did a great job reviewing film because this, there's about 16, 18 different offensive plays out of the set. And so they they're doing a great job reading, reacting.
So far, not the completion ratio we've been looking for from Shore all season. Shore has some time with the 5-man rush. Now under pressure, rolling to the far side. Late flag comes out. Shore still playing under pressure again, getting hit, scrambling all the way. Now he's running. He's got field, Joey, at the 40. Cutting back at the 35, on his feet down to the 32. What a play from the junior quarterback.
How about that, Bear Shore? Pardon me while I stand and applaud. What a great effort. There is a flag on the field at the 50-yard line. It looked like the Camdenton Lakers were pointing towards the way of the Zizzers. We'll have to see what the referees decide here.
It looks like the way they're marking it is going against the Zizzers. They look like they were going to back it up. Bear Shore right there, Joey. A 19-yard run.
He ran about 44 yards, to be quite honest.
Yes, he did.
Back and forth and in and out. And what a great individual effort there by Bear Shore.
And a Pacific Pools first down. Timeout taken on the field. We'll take it with you. Brought to you by eXp Realty, the Ed Schmidt team. You're listening to Lakers football. MoSportsZone.com or Mix 92.7.
From our team at Oakstar Bank, we hope you're enjoying the 2021 Shootout. Oakstar Bank is a proud sponsor of the Wishing on a Ride program, with 6 Lake area locations and additional locations throughout the southwest and central Missouri, as well as a location in Overland Park, Kansas. Oakstar Bank is conveniently located to serve you no matter where you are. For a complete list of locations, visit oakstarbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your new home for Camdenton Lakers football is Mix 92.7.
What a penalty, a 15-yard version, Joey. After a 19-yard run from Bear Shore, added 15 now. First down inside the Wicked Willie's red zone, down to the 17 of the Zizzers. Shore in shotgun. Looking to get the snap. Has it in the pocket. Under pressure. Stepping up. He's going to run again. 3 white jerseys. Running hard. Picking up a hard 3 yards. The quarterback, Bear Shore.
Jeff Shore said in the pregame this game is going to be very similar to the Kickapoo matchup, and that's exactly how that played out. With the Kickapoo guys, that defense dropping 9 guys and really forcing Bear Shore to run the football, which is what he's starting to do now.
6 carries so far for Bear Shore. 1 was a scramble, thrown in the flat. Flag out there immediately. Hayes Hewlett got hit hard, short gain of a couple yards. Zizzers celebrating. They just are playing in a kind of their own mind game here themselves. See what the yellow dirty laundry is if this goes the Lakers' way again.
So far it's been pretty advantageous for the Lakers. They've certainly been on the good side of the penalties, but not
legal man down.
This particular play. Illegal receiver downfield, legal man downfield. I believe that's a 5-yard penalty.
We play second down. Going to bring up second and about 13 now. At the 20-yard line of the Zizzers. We're in the red zone here, brought to you by Wicked Willie's. Bear Shore in shotgun, looking to throw in the flat. Oh, intercepted. He's going all the way. A pick. 6. Number 36, Jason Lopez. He saw that screen set up to Javari Stewart all day, Joe.
Jason Lopez is playing the game of his life tonight defensively. I mean, he's the guy that's in the backfield breaking up passes, basically getting to the ball quicker than our receiver getting to it. And he just read that perfectly, timed it perfectly. Bear Shore didn't see him. 36, Lopez picks it off at the 21-yard line and takes it 79 yards the other way. Big gut punch now to the Lakers. Momentum, 20-0. That's a pretty big lead against this number 2 team state in the state.
79-yard pick 6 coming out for the extra point. Zizzers are out there. Lakers got to shake off these type of mental airs at this point, Joey. The game's not over. Only 7 minutes here gone, or 7 minutes still left here in the second quarter. Trailing a few touchdowns. This offense can get it done quickly.
Oh, yeah. They can score, and they can score quickly. That's what I'm saying. Take some shots downfield. Get that momentum back, right? Get the crowd back into it. Get the players back into it. Snap is good. The hold is good. And the extra point is also good. 21-0. 7:04 to go before halftime. You're listening to Laker football on Mix 92.7.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people, at 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
This is Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
And welcome back, everybody, to a somewhat shocked Bob Shore Stadium here. The Lakers putting something together there on that last drive, hoping to score, hoping to chop the lead in half, to get it to 14-7 instead. A pick 6 going the other way, 79 yards by senior free safety number 36, Jason Lopez.
We've seen Lopez all over the field defensively for the Zizzers tonight. None bigger than a 79-yard pick 6. 7:04 to go. Here's the kickoff from Whale to the left. That's going to be out of bounds. It'll be a penalty. Flag up.
So the Lakers will start at the 35-yard line now. Like I mentioned before our last break, I feel like the Lakers offense have got to take some shots downfield, whether it's those deep crossing patterns or just get guys one-on-one and try and beat them deep.
Lakers offense is going to have to find a way to put some points up here in the first half. We were in this, Joey. That should have been our last drive, us being in the red zone, an opportunity to make that a 14-7 game. Turnovers are such a big deal. Daniel and I in the AB Pest and Insulation pregame show talked about it. Want to talk to you about Tony Keenan Blue Line Painting, sponsoring the chain gang out there, 573-836-1400. First and 10 from the 35. Shore in shotgun. Little tunnel screen. Has his man Ford. Ford has running room. First down and more. Nice cutback, but tackled from behind. Oh, excuse me, that was Edson, not Brady Ford.
Attaboy 28, Kyle Edson. Little sophomore receiver there. Did a nice job just kind of darting across the middle of the field there and following his downfield blocks.
Picked up 14 yards and the Pacific Pools first down for the Lakers. Lakers offense jumped right there on that one. It's going to bring up 1st and 15 now, about the 44 of the Lakers instead of at the 49.
It's a tough 5-yard penalty there. Kind of takes away a little bit of that momentum. It was a big play there by Edson. Now you're backed up to the 44. Got to get it back here.
Kenslow and Lair, your linebackers, they go both ways. Lair under pressure on Shore. Shore throws in the flat, just underthrows his receiver there. Cam Durnan incomplete. 2nd down, 15 coming up.
Lair coming out on that linebacker blitz. He's got tremendous explosive startup speed. I mean, once he got going, man, Bear Shore had to kind of get the ball out quickly. Came up a little bit short on his throw.
Running right now about a 3-3. Only 3 men they're looking at bringing on Bear Shore this time. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now trying to find a receiver. Found one. Threw it low to Cam Durnan. Did he pull it in? Incomplete, the official says. 3rd and 15 coming up.
And it comes up a little bit gimpy, too, Cam Durnan. You wonder if he's turned that ankle a little bit. We need a healthy Cam Durnan. We have already too many injuries to overcome, losing one of your best players.
Not just that, it could be his kicking foot. 3rd and 15 for Bear Shore. Stewart, Schiefelbein to the near side. 4-man rush, under pressure. Lair got a hand on him. Somehow Shore got out of it. Has time, 1 man to beat. He beats Kenslow up the sideline, diving for it, falling forward, picking up about 10 yards. Going to bring up about a 4th and a long 6, Joe.
Got to be incredibly impressed with the defensive pressure and just their ability to kind of hold this high, potent offense in check.
7th carry of the night for Bear Shore. He has a 19-yarder and that 10-yarder. 4th and 5 coming up. A big one for the Lakers. Shore has the snap. 3-man rush. Has time. Looking around the field. Under pressure from behind. Gets tripped up. He has to throw it away. He throws it away into the flat. Incomplete. Bear Shore trying to do what he can to get by tonight, and it's been a rough one.
Yeah, great effort by Bear Shore. They're just kind of hanging in there and staying upright, trying to make a play. But again, that pressure by the Zizzers defense, they've figured out how to get to our quarterback. We'll take a quick break. 6:05 to go before halftime. You're listening to Laker Football on Mix 92.7.
Hello, Laker fans. Welcome back to another great school year. This is your buddy Charlie from HMI Fireplace Shop. Very proud supporters of Laker athletics for hundreds of years. Before I let you get back to enjoying today's game, let me remind you how HMI has kept millions warm and comfortable in Lakerland for over 40 years. Now, let's get back to cheering on our Lakers.
You're listening to Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. Your Malted Monkey drive summary. That last drive, 5 plays, 19 yards for the Lakers. Unfortunately, a penalty kind of cost their momentum on that drive, forced a 4th and 6. Bear Shore had to force a play downfield, a pass downfield, falls incomplete. The Zizzers once again take over on downs.
Zizzers been pretty impressive tonight on both sides, but so have the Lakers. The score doesn't necessarily reflect how the game is. If that pick 6 for 79 was different, we could be in a 14-7 game right now. 6:05 to go here in the second quarter, trailing by 3 touchdowns. The Lakers are. Ball in the 46 of the Zizzers. Bad snap, ball on the ground. Kenslow picks it up. He's scrambling. He's going to make something out of nothing. Open field up the middle. He has a lot of running room. Javari missed him. Trying to get out of bounds. Hit in the back there on Parkman. There's the late flag. That was a cheap shot from Heston Miller. A cheap shot.
It was, and it's going to cost him. That's a big play there by Dagan Kenslow. He'll still get a big chunk of that to play there, but that unsportsmanlike conduct's going to cost him 15 yards. Let's send it down real quick to our HMI sideline reporter, Daniel Letson. Daniel Letson, what do you say about this Zizzer defense attacking and pressuring Bear Shore tonight?
I guess we can't hear Daniel tonight. Lakers, they are going to move it back, but still, we had Kenslow on a bad snap, Joe, and wasn't able to come up with it. First down now from the Zizzers from the Lakers' 37-yard line.
Might have a couple interviews at halftime. Corey Craig, a former Laker, and maybe J.D. Hunter.
Snap here, Kenslow in shotgun on first down. Down the sideline, has one receiver. Laker there to break it up was Waters. Incomplete pass, looking for the big play.
What a great throw that was by Dagan Kenslow. Thrown off the back foot from the 45 and got it all the way down to the goal line there. That was a tremendous effort.
Dagan Kenslow, the senior, has an arm, Joey. He's also 6'2", 200-pounder. J.D. Hunter will be joining us for the Sir Dyke Yamaha halftime show. The interviews are brought to you by Guild Mortgage and the Ed Lowe 13. Hand off to Lair. Lair looking to cut up. Lakers did a great job in there, stopping him for no gain. Big play there from the Camdenton front line.
Dakota Davis. You got Jefferson, number 4, coming up off the pile there. Dakota Davis got there first. Gunnar Morris, Cale Bentley, great team effort there by that defensive unit. 3rd and 10 now, Ed Schmidt. This is a couple big plays here.
Actually, they got a 1-yard loss on Lair, Joey. 3rd and 11. Kenslow. Receivers to each side, motion on the near side from 15, but they did not call it. Late flag comes out.
I believe they're going to call holding on 19 there. Looks like Josh Leeser was kind of holding Bentley there to spring the receiver, Hafer.
Was that Bentley or was it? Yeah, it was Bentley who got held. Yep, there's the call. Great eyes from Joey Hom.
And we need something to get cooking here.
Well, you know what? If we can do the old rope-a-dope with them here, let them think they got this first little part of the first half, and we end it in Lakers style is what we need to see here tonight. Bear Shore warming up on the sideline with Edson, looking to get back in there with 5 minutes on the play clock here in the second quarter. After the 10-yard hold, Joey, a big 3rd and 21 coming up.
Ball's at the 46, got to get to the 27 of the Lakers, so a couple opportunities here for this Purple Haze defense.
3rd and 19. Kenslow in shotgun. Behind him, Lair, looking to hand off Lair. Lair slips in the backfield, goes down, loses another 5 yards. 4th down in midfield. The Lakers are going to see a punt here.
I don't think it would have mattered anyway. Stark was on one side and Bentley on the other side, ready to kind of chomp on Lair, number 40. I know he's tough to gobble up, but, man, we had 2 guys in the backfield ready to bring him down. Opportunity now for the Lakers. We got to get something going.
Man, the Zizzers, Joey, got all the way up around our 20, but they started this drive on their 46. They're ending it on their 49. Back to receive. Is that Reese Waters?
I believe it is.
Cam Durnan is not out there to receive this punt. Back to punt. The punter, number 1, Sampson for the Zizzers, looking at a fake, looking down the field line, has a wide open man, incomplete. Lakers will get the ball over the 49, incomplete. Kenslow trying to hit his receiver, Watson Hafer, baby.
Watson Hafer was wide open down that left side, just running clean and free, nobody around him. Overthrown him just a little bit. That would have been a backbreaker there had that one been complete and a score for a touchdown, because that would have been a touchdown for sure. Slightly overthrown there. Nice little break there for the Lakers. Now they'll start on the Zizzer 49, the opposite side of the 50 here. Bear Shore needs to, like I said, just get a couple. Just kind of get moving.
He needs to get his receivers open. He hasn't had people to throw to.
Get that cadence back. Get that rhythm back.
1st and 10 from the Zizzers 49. Shore in shotgun. Good snap. Looking to throw quickly in the flat. Hits his receiver, number 8, Hayes Hewlett. Hayes Hewlett picking up a tough 4 yards. In his face, 36, Lopez, late flag. Man, they are just playing dirty tonight,
They're
folks.
playing a little dirty. Helmet comes off of Hayes Hewlett. That was Lopez, 36. He's going to get flagged for an unsportsmanlike conduct. Hayes appears to be fine. He's kind of not jarred his helmet loose. He's going to come out for this one play. Waters will replace him. That's a 15-yard variety. Lakers will receive the ball in the third quarter. So if we can get something across here late, make the score 21-7, have the momentum, get the ball back in the third quarter. Anything's possible, Ed. Anything's possible.
Yeah, the Zizzers, illegal use of the hands there from Lopez, the senior. He's all over the field. Officials waving their hands, coming over to talk to Coach Jeff Shore.
He's screaming. That's not a very friendly conversation there. You wonder if Jeff's barking at him a little bit.
Trying to protect his players out there. There has been some cheap shotting going on, folks. Let's not complain. It's football. We need to get out there and play. Now the Zizzers coach are barking. Love when the coaches start barking the whole way. Let's get back to the game. 1st and 10 for the Lakers from their 35-yard line. Javari Stewart, Schiefelbein, along with Edson set up to the left side. The far side, we have Reese Waters out there, along with, is that number 88, Braden Shepard?
Yep.
Shore in shotgun around his 42. 7-yard depth. Man, they're coming at him. Javari Stewart trying to make a shoestring catch. They're not coming up with it. Incomplete.
It's a good play. Javari Stewart was coming back for the ball. Just, again, slightly underthrown there.
2nd and 10 coming up. Hayes Hewlett back in now. Waters is out. Along with Shepard to the far side. No Cam Durnan, folks. Bear Shore keeping it running. Coming up the middle. Man, what a hit he took on his left thigh. What a hit, Joe.
Free safety senior, 5'10", 200 pounds. These guys come after you, and they hit hard for sure. Nice
Gain
hit.
of
That's
3.
by Holt.
3rd and 7. Looking to throw here on 3rd and 7. Shore in the pocket, throwing across. Found his man, Javari Stewart. He's down around the 20. A first down. Sponsored by Pacific Pools.
Finally, it's been a little while since we've had something like that happen. Great throw, nice pocket presence by Bear Shore. Nice little route there by Stewart coming back for the ball in the middle of the field. Does a little dance, picks up an extra 4 or 5 yards. 1st and 10. Ball, Rick and Willie's red zone.
13-yard reception now across the middle behind Schiefelbein right there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming from the 20.
Little bang-bang play there. Schiefelbein had an opportunity. Kind of heard footsteps, right? He was getting, I think
it was a hair behind him, though, to give him Schiefelbein over here with Ford and Javari Stewart. Bear Shore running again. Nice cut back up the middle. Shore getting it done with his legs all night long, picking up a big 9-yard gain.
Good hard north-south run type of run there. Bear Shore quarterback keeper designed quarterback keeper as a whole slew of Lakers come in like rather quickly.
Landon, the Zizzers take a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by
the Ed Schmidt team. FavoriteLakeTeam.com. Sorry, once again. We'll take a quick break with you. You're listening to Laker Football on Mix 92.7.
Vision Source Family Eye Care would like to wish the Camdenton Lakers a safe and successful season. Let's keep those eyes safe out there. Protecting your eyes from injury is one of the most basic things you can do to keep your vision healthy during sports season. Vision Source Family Eye Care can help with all your sports and sunwear needs, from contact lenses and correct cleaning techniques to proper frames and stylish sportswear to choose from. With locations in Lake Ozark, Camdenton, Osage Beach, and Laurie, or online at lakefamilyeyecare.com. Vision Source Family Eye Care is the eye care specialist for the Camdenton Lakers.
It's Friday night, so it must be time for Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody, to the Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. 3rd and 1. Lakers got something brewing here. They had kind of substituted in a whole slew of players. What appeared to be a trick play.
They're coming back out with them. They're going back to that power eye, baby.
We're going to see what's up the sleeve here.
Oh man, 3 fullbacks behind then is the big man, number 71, Landon Thomas. Thomas, a little wildcat action. Thomas gets the ball. He's running to the right. He has a hole. Oh, flags come out, or he had a 12-yard touchdown run untouched. See what the call is here from the officials. This might be a family eye care false start from the Lakers.
Oh, no.
Huge penalty there.
That was hamburger on hamburger there, man. That was meat on meat. Our big guys against their big guys.
Here comes Thomas over to the sideline.
Had himself a touchdown, and another unfortunate penalty for this Laker offense.
71 trotting back in. Haven't seen much Wildcat ever from the Lakers, but we're seeing it tonight. Landon Thomas, number 71. He's had 3 carries on the year, Joey, so far for 18 yards and a touchdown. Here's the snap. Thomas looking to run. Bouncing it outside. He's trying to get outside. Lara hitting him low. No much gain on that one. Thomas more north to south. Coming out. Bear Shore now with the spread offense. Hayes, Hewlett, Shepard, Schiefelbein, Javari Stewart. Thomas coming out. Starks.
He was hoping to have a little gap on that right side by the offensive line, but the West Plains Zizzers did a great job clogging up the middle of the field there. Bear Shore, 4th down.
2 minutes to go. 4th and 5 here. Bear Shore trying to get maybe a little bit of a hard count. I bet we'll see a timeout. Now a guy running on the field. We could have snapped the ball and got offsides. There's an offsides right there. Number 36, Jason Lopez, jumping like we needed him to jump high.
That's his first mistake of the night. That's going to give the Lakers a first down, 5 yards, 4th and 4 it is now. That's going to give them a first down inside the 10 or right at the 10 now.
Blue line painting and renovation. The chain gang getting set up there for a 1st and goal. Setting down the markers. Give Tony Cannon, blue line painting a call, 573 836-1400. Lakers trying to get the Hogs out here for the Wildcat. Here we go, getting set up on 1st and goal from the 10. Hand off to Thomas. Thomas looking for some running room. Once again, a flag on the field.
He had some running room on that right side again.
Man, they're just not getting the timing right so far. What is the call this time?
Offsides maybe?
Substitute infraction. What a rare call. I mean, what a rare call.
You ever heard a substitute infraction?
That means you're bringing him on too late. Remember the last time when the guy was running, I was like, sure, I wish he was ready to snap.
Yep. Logan Thomas trots back onto the field.
Landon Thomas.
Oh, I'm sorry, Landon Thomas.
The senior, baby, 210.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Wildcat formation. Big on big.
Thomas, 71. The quarterback, tailback, Wildcat, whatever you want to take it. Drive play right up the middle. He's going in, baby. Touchdown, Lakers. Touchdown, 71, Landon Thomas. That's Lakers football, baby. We're back.
That's taking you back about 25 years. Just a power eye, big guys on big guys. Hand it to your bigger guy and just let him run straight up the gut. Big time touchdown, Landon Thomas. Man, he went in kind of untouched there, too. We might have stumbled upon an offensive play that's going to work the rest of the night. Fantastic job of calling plays by the Lakers coaching staff. Cam Durnan, is he in for the extra point? We'll see how that ankle is. His younger brother in for the hold. Cam setting up for the point after attempt. There is a late flag on the field. What is the call now? It's definitely not delay of game. It is going to go against the Zizzers. Too many men on the field. Out goes number 12. That's going to push them up another yard, half the distance to the goal line. You wonder if you bring in Landon Thomas again.
Go for 2.
With another jumbo set. Power eye, hand the ball to.
Well, that Malton Monkey drive, Joey, 8 plays, 51 yards, 2:15 off the clock. Capped off, 4-yard TD run from Thomas.
That was fun to watch.
2 Pacific Pools first down on our first Dog Days touchdown of the night. Had the Dog Days, enjoy the pool this weekend. It's heated, but you don't need the heat when it's hot like it is right now. Looking to keep it that way, Joey, with an extra point attempt here from Cam Durnan. There's a snap. The kick's up. And it's
right
good.
Down Central. That cuts the lead to 14, 21-7, a minute 35 to go before halftime. We do have a couple halftime interviews lined up. Former Laker football player Corey Craig, J.D. Hunter with Daniel Letson, Joseph P. Hom, and Ed Schmidt. You're listening to Laker football. Keep it right here on Mix 92.7.
Thinking of leaving the area for orthopedic care? Think again. Lake Regional Orthopedics has a growing team of experienced surgeons skilled in joint replacement, sports medicine, and foot and ankle care. Save the drive time. Discover how Lake Regional Orthopedics goes the extra mile with convenient locations in Osage Beach, Camdenton, and Lebanon. Call today, 573-302-3990. That's 573-302-3990. Lake Regional Orthopedics, here for you.
Friday Night Football with the Camdenton Lakers and today's best hits. Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. Let's send it down real quick to our HMI Fireplace sideline reporter, Daniel Letson. Daniel Letson, how about that, huh? Taking it back 25 years, power eye, meat on meat, pounded home, straight up the middle, touchdown.
Emma's having technical difficulties. Here's a little pooch kick. Oh, muff ball falling on it was number 15, Cook, after he didn't field it cleanly.
This is where the magic starts to happen.
Man, if we could get a turnover, oh my gosh.
A little momentum, the mystique, and the magic, things happen. Things go awry. Things don't go to plan.
Just got a text from Daniel on the sideline. The battery is dead. We didn't switch it out before the broadcast, Joseph P. Nice. 1st and 10 now for the Zizzers from their 28-yard line.
That is what you call an E6, error on the shortstop. And guess who's playing shortstop? Ed Schmidt.
Oh, really? Thank you very little. 1st and 10, Kenslow in pistol. Looking to throw here in the flat, now looking to run. Got stopped running, now under some pressure, throwing it off the back of his foot. Reese Waters incomplete there. Lair had no chance on it. 2nd down coming up.
And Reese had a chance to be able to turn his head around. Of course, Lair was open for a split second there. He was wide open, but Reese did a nice job converging and forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10 coming up. 1:23 to go on the clock here in the second quarter. Brought to you by Oak Star Bank. Kenslow in shotgun. 3 receivers to the short side, 2 to the far side. New play coming in from the sideline. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock here. Game clock stopped at 1:23. Low snap, he picks it up, throws it in the flat, hit his receiver. Number 19, Leeser. Out of bounds, 3rd down coming up and short.
Nice little quick out throw there by Kenslow. Perfectly thrown football. Great catch there by 19, too. High and tight. Pickup of 6. Big 3rd down 4 play now for the Purple Haze defense.
Number 23, Heston Miller, the junior, is out there with Leeser, 19, set up on the near side. Lair, the lone receiver on the far side in this 3rd and short. Kenslow looking to throw. All out blitz, all out blitz. Get him, Miller, get him.
Yeah,
Miller. Yeah, Miller, what a sack on Kenslow from Miller.
Connor Miller. I thought the Zizzers got away with a hold. Excellent pressure there by 4. Caden Jefferson, who's having another fantastic night, but Miller chases down the quarterback. Kenslow brings him down. Timeout here, Lakers, 1:04 left. There is plenty of time left for another opportunity to score. We'll take a quick break. Timeout's brought to you by
Ed Schmidt team, a 5-yard sack, baby. 1:04 to go. Lakers are back. We'll be back in a moment here on Mix 92.7.
Polylift Boat Lifts. You've got your home at the lake and you found the perfect boat. Now, to just make sure the boat bottom stays clean and up out of the water. Polylift Boat Lifts. We've been the lake's choice for reliable boat lifts for over 40 years, and we offer a lifetime warranty on our tanks. We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
It's a football Friday night at your home for the Camdenton Lakers. Today's best hits, Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody. 21-0. It's turned into 21-7 with a 4th and long opportunity. Cale Bentley back to receive the punt. The Lakers Like I said, 64 seconds, and I believe we have 2 timeouts left, so an opportunity to get one in late.
Lakers going to look at Sampson here on the punt. Late substitution coming off again. Too many men on the field. Zizzers just, you expect them to have those kinks worked out.
With Cale Bentley receiving this punt, you got to wonder the absolute health of Cam Durnan, number 13.
Lakers looking at the snap. Here's the punt. It's a tough one. Taking, Bentley, no. Pick it up. Oh, he got it, I hope. Man, what a risky play there from Bentley.
Whew.
Oh, man.
He can exhale now.
I can't breathe, Joe. That almost
close.
took my wind.
That was close.
7 to 21 right now is their score. Lakers are trailing by 2 touchdowns. Have an opportunity with 54 seconds left to go here. Ball at their own 39-yard line, Joey.
The good thing there, Cale Bentley was able to recover the fumble. That would have been huge, but he also stopped the momentum of that ball. Had he let that ball go, it had that tremendous topspin to it. I would have believed it would have bounced down to the 25. So actually he netted us 14, 50 yards just by recovering that almost fumble.
Bear Shore trotting out. Even better news. Number 13, Cam Durnan's out there. He's out here to the near side with Stewart. And number 14, Schiefelbein, looking to throw here on 1st and 10. Across the middle, he found Javari Stewart. Javari, nice rollout, nice stiff arm. Getting out of bounds, and a first down, late flag. Late flag, Joey, big play. Lakers might get another 15 yards added on.
Oh, and there's another late flag here for the Camdenton Lakers sideline. Hopefully these don't offset. You're right, 36 Lopez kind of pushed the receiver Stewart out too much and kind of tackled him way out of bounds, 4 yards out of bounds. The personal foul is against the Zizzers. That's another 15-yard penalty infraction by the Zizzers defense. Talk about imploding. You don't typically see this from a Zizzer coach team, but they have done it tonight. The Lakers just need to capitalize on these mistakes. What a great throw and catch by Stewart, like you said.
What a back! He was going inside. He rolled it back outside, thinking, "I got to get out of bounds." Heads up play from the junior, stopping the clock. But then the 15-yard penalty, baby. Lakers are down to the Zizzers 32. 45 seconds to go, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Shore has the Hogs up to the line, not wasting any time. 3 receivers to his right, looking to hand it off. He has some running room up the middle. Is that number 29 Ford going for it? A pickup of about 8, trying to get out of bounds.
Blake Ford, that inside trap play. I forget what that route is called there, but a nice executed play by Blake Ford. That's a nice little chunk play there. The Lakers will come and take a quick timeout. We'll take a timeout with you. Timeout's brought to you by the Ed Schmidt team at FavoriteLakeTeam.com. You're listening to the Mix 92.7. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Michael Lassen with First State Bank Mortgage. Even though cooler temperatures are on their way, the housing market is still heating up. If you've been thinking about purchasing a new home, there's never been a better time than now. Put my team to work before you begin your search for a new home, and let us in advance see how much home you can qualify for. Interest rates remain low, and now may be the perfect time to finally purchase your dream home. Call me today at 573-365-LOAN or visit yourlakeloan.com. First State Bank Mortgage is a solid lending partner you can trust. Equal housing lender.
Your new home for Camdenton Lakers football is Mix 92.7.
What a game here tonight. Number 2 in the state, West Plains, coming to Bob Shore Stadium. Lakers just trailing by 2. 33 seconds to go here into the second quarter. I want to thank our title sponsor, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC. We got a slew of new Buicks, folks. Don't waste any time. Go to shophewlett.com and check them out today. 2nd and 3 coming up, Joey.
Lakers giving the West Plains Zizzers, ranked number 2 in Class 5, all they want tonight.
2nd and 3. Shore running it, looking for some running room. One man to beat. He beat him. He's inside the 20. Out of bounds, Joey. A first down run of 10 yards, and what a game down to the Zizzers 15.
Another great run by Bear Shore, but another great downfield blocking by Stewart, 14 Schiffelbein, and that left side of the Laker offensive line.
Lakers now inside the Wicked Willie's red zone down to the 17. There's the snap. Shore in the pocket. Has some time. Thomas, a nice seal block. Shore under trouble. Going down hard, down around the 31. Clock running. Timeout taken from Jeff Shore, I believe. Should put a few more seconds back on the clock. Shore's pointing to the clock, Joey. Timeouts brought to you by eXp Realty, favorite Lake team, the Ed Schmidt team. You're watching Lakers football on MoSportsZone.com or listening on Mix 92.7.
Hi folks, I'm Andy from Andy's Frozen Custard. The very best peaches are tree ripened, hand picked, and served fresh. And that's what you'll get at Andy's Frozen Custard. Well, you can't just order peaches, you'll want to order a peach concrete. Fresh peaches blended with made fresh hourly Andy's Vanilla Frozen Custard. Or a peach sundae. Andy's Vanilla Custard covered with fresh peaches. Stop by Andy's Frozen Custard today and hand pick your peaches. You're gonna love it.
Go to eatandys.com for the Andy's location nearest you.
Here at your Osage Beach Hy-Vee, we have tons of great opportunities. Aggressively competitive wages. Every employee plus one of their family members receives 10% off groceries. Great 401k match for part-time and full-time employees. College tuition reimbursement programs, and so much more. There are part-time and full-time opportunities available. So visit the Osage Beach Hy-Vee. Stop in and see us today.
23 here. Shore in the pocket. Only rushing 3. Looking downfield. Under pressure. He's getting hit. Staying on his feet somehow. Staying on his feet again. Lair trying to get him. Finally brings him down. Coaches on the field jumping up and down, cheering. 3 seconds left. 2. No timeouts. And that's the end of the first half. Lakers down by 2 touchdowns. But Joey showing much life here at the end of this second quarter.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there on those last couple plays. Again, the Zizzers defense is throwing plays at these Lakers offense that they haven't seen all season, right? And so the Zizzers are kind of doing a great job on defense, but the Lakers certainly not out of this fight yet. 21-7 there. A little unfortunate we didn't come away with points there, but I feel like we're up for the fight.
Want to thank our first half sponsor, Oak Star Bank. Coming up in the Surdike Yamaha halftime show, legendary assistant principal, and he's got to talk about his experience at Arrowhead a few weeks back. The great one, Mr. J.D. Hunter, will be joining us here for halftime. J.D., you ready to have a little fun here with the boys in the booth?
Always. It's always good to see you guys.
All right, J.D. Hunter will be joining us for the Surdike Yamaha halftime show. You're watching the game here on, if you want to go to LCTC, Camdenton Lakers football on Facebook to watch it, or you can watch it live on MoSportsZone.com or listen right here on Mix 92.7. We'll be back with the Surdike Yamaha halftime show here.
Have you ever imagined the scope of your talents and what it would be like to grow your potential? Lake Fine Art Academy and Galleria is the only original fine art gallery at the lake and provides art lessons, drawing classes, and also painting classes for both beginners and advanced. Lake Fine Art works in fine-tuning your drawing and painting skills in many different mediums. Sign up for classes by going to lakefineart.com or stop by 5513 Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Learn, experience, and create your own work of art at Lake Fine Art Academy and Galleria. To start living the lifestyle that you've always wanted, trust in Better Homes and Garden Lake Realty. They'll help guide you in the home buying or selling process with their professional team who understands the needs of their client every step of the way. Lake of the Ozarks is an exceptional place to call home. With Better Homes and Garden Lake Realty. To schedule your appointment today, call 573-873-1400 so you too can start living your new dream. The lake's newest and most adventurous attraction is here. Jump into family fun at the Malted Monkey in Lake Ozark. Bring the kids out for unlimited entertainment on the ropes course while enjoying mouth-watering food at the Malted Monkey. Their handcrafted shakes are refreshingly delicious for those hot summer days. The Malted Monkey is also the perfect spot for birthdays and group team building events. Swing on down to the Malted Monkey, located on the historic Bagnell Dam Strip, Lake Ozark.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Hewlett has been serving the lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
You're listening to Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
And welcome back to the Serdike Yamaha Halftime Show. Got an interview with yours truly, Mr. J.D. Hunter, Assistant Principal at the Camdenton High School. It's brought to you by Ed Lother and the crew at Guild Mortgage. Coach Hunter, a longtime soccer coach, so I still call him Coach. Sorry about that. Let's talk about Zach Hunter leading this giant crew of Pride the Lake Marching Band. Just how I know you're proud of them. Obviously, you're a father, but everything that they do, the work ethic, we talk about it a lot, but just give us a little glimpse of your inside of the Pride of the Lake Marching Band led by yours truly, your son.
Well, he would say it's led by, Mrs. Zanimoni, but hey, it's awesome. Zachary has had a great time. This is his third year as drum major, and to be head drum major, he puts a lot of heart and soul in it and always working. And it's just amazing what they get these students to do and do it together. And tonight's exciting because they bring out the props for the first time, and those kids inside of them, they can't see where they're going.
Yeah.
It's all by memory. It's fascinating.
And let's talk about it. It's kind of a change of hand at the leadership position of the band program. Mr. Z, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but as far as what they do you think there's going to be a whole lot of different, schnazz, a little flair, a little difference in flair from what the Bowers brought for so many years and what they've created here?
Well, he spent a couple years with Mr. Bauer and Mrs. Bauer, and, they passed the baton to him, so to speak, and he's already made it his own, brought in a great staff, and he really gets after it, does a lot of work. Takes a little bit they've tweaked the schedule a bit, and it's just been fascinating to see how two outstanding people can lead a band in two different ways.
Absolutely. And what do you know the total number is all the participants out here? It's well over 100 and something, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd just like to say there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. That's a good way to put it. Pride of the Lake Marching Band, very proud of everything they do, and it seems like obviously they're not even missing a beat, no pun intended, with Bowers being, exiting and Mr. Z stepping in. So go ahead.
It's bittersweet. It has to be for the Bowers, because I remember the first, giving up soccer after 17 years, and then you see your girls play, and the Lady Lakers soccer's out there playing like you were never there.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. And, teenagers are resilient, and they bounce back quick, and they're having a great time.
Yeah, they look phenomenal. Some new unis we've never seen before, some new props, just like you were talking about. It's all muscle memory that they do. So I know obviously the broadcast is mainly about football, but I am absolutely thrilled to be able to see this finally as a spectator and not an athlete that never got to see it. Going on to the football game, 21-7 against a very, very stout, solid West Plains Zizzers team. What do you think about that first half, Coach Hunter?
Well, I really, I thought we dug a hole there getting down 21-0, but I really think the momentum's kind of swung a little bit.
Oh.
And, if we could have punched one in there at the end of the first half,
you're saying
we'd be in a lot better place. But I really think we're going to make some adjustments at halftime, figure some things out. I had the pleasure of standing next to Bob Shore, who was coming up to talk to some people, and he explained so much to me about football in 30 seconds that I really think if we just play as hard as we can, I think we'll be fine in the second half.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That last opportunity to score, especially with getting the ball at the start of the third quarter, second half, would have been absolutely instrumental. What do you think about well, tell us a little bit. I don't know exactly how it works, but the legacy seat. Let's talk a little bit about your experience. To me, I'm like, holy cow, Coach Hunter, Camdenton, Missouri, out of the millions and millions that are fans of Kansas City Chiefs football in general. Tell me everything that happened. Let's brag a little bit.
Well, it's nothing. It was fascinating for me, and I was very humbled and honored. And what happened was, last year with COVID, the season ticket holders kind of, we didn't get to go to a lot of the games and whatnot, and we were fine with that. But so this year they're honoring season ticket holders, one recipient per home game. So there's 8 and then 7, or 8 and 1, so 9 games. Or will there be? Anyway, I know we got the extra one because it's AFC, but so one per home game. People who work for the Chiefs were able to nominate people who were season ticket holders, and a former 7th grade basketball player of mine works for the Chiefs and nominated me, and had to write a little blurb about why I was Lamar Hunt-like with a legacy seat. We got honored. And I was able to take Mr. Stacy, the middle school principal.
Yeah.
We got to go onto the field and watch them warm up, and then they said a little something during first quarter. I got to wave to the crowd, and it was
neat.
Just fascinating, and I just loved it.
Good for you. I bet that was absolutely spectacular. A neat experience. Talking about this football game we got tonight, I know what's the buzz around school? You know, I know how it was whenever I was in school, but it's not. I've not been in high school for a very long time. I don't get to experience it. Just when football games are approaching, especially a big game like this, just kind of, you know, how's the hallways? How's the interaction between the students? Is there a special energy, or am I just making everything up and they just go on with their day like it's a regular day?
No, there was a ton of energy today, and it was this is the first game of the season where at lunch, you know, we have 3 lunch shifts, and at one point, all the football players started, you know, making a little noise with the tables, and then announced, hey, we got a game tonight at 7. It's huge. Love to see everybody there, you know. And then, the band was walking around today. They knew because this was the first night in uniforms with props.
Right.
So there was a great energy around the school today completely, and it just all from beginning to end, everybody was fired up.
Yeah, are they performing like I feel like there's a message I should be getting out of this. That's it's a performance. It's not just instruments playing. There's something behind this.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It tells a story, and the marching season is about to come on, and they'll start traveling a bit, and you'll see a lot of bands do this where it's just telling a story from start to finish, and there's different movements, and we're only getting 3 movements tonight. There'll be a 4th one when we start doing a production.
Some competitions. They are awesome. That is fantastic. You guys are listening to the Serdike Yamaha Halftime Show interview with Mr. Hunter, assistant principal at the high school here at Camdenton, brought to you by Guild Mortgage, Ed Lother and the team. Coach Hunter, tell us a little bit about the rest of the fall sports that are going on. Can you update us on any success, any data on soccer or tennis, anything else like that?
Well, you know, the boys soccer team was very young, getting after it a little bit. They've hit some bumps in the road, but they're getting better every game. Volleyball is starting to find their legs underneath them a little bit and get some momentum. They're a great bunch of young ladies, and they do some great things. And totally enjoying girls softball as well. There's just so much that goes on in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
And even, with cross country, you got JROTC, competing. And it's fascinating, and everybody has a place. Like, that's one thing I really enjoy about Camdenton is that every student can find something to do in some facet that fascinates them. So I'm thrilled to be here still, and I just hope it keeps going on and on and on. It's just a wonderful place to be.
Absolutely. Awesome. Coach Hunter, I appreciate the halftime interview. Like I said, brought to you by Ed Lother and the team at Guild Mortgage. This is the halftime show, and we will come back in just a brief minute. You're listening to Mix 92.7.
Shut the door. Mom! What, were you born in a barn? Boy, wait until they have their own bills to pay or get bit by all the bugs they just let in the door.
You know you don't have to open a door to let bugs in and climate-controlled air out. Bugs will find a way out of the weather and into your home through an opening you'll never see. Call AB Pest and Insulation for a free home inspection. AB Pest. Call 964-1100.
There's only one place to catch all the best action in sports. Wicked Willie Sports Grill. You won't miss a minute of sports action with 31 HD TVs and 3 HD projection screens. Voted best sports bar and best bar food at the lake. Try the Wicked Fundito Dip or the award-winning Wicked Wings. And don't miss Wicked Wednesdays. Exit Case Road from Highway 54 and turn towards the Parkway. Come for the atmosphere and stay for the food. Wicked Willie's Sports Grill. So much more than just the best place to watch sports.
The place to be for great food and family fun is Dog Days. Get to Dog Days for a variety of delicious menu options, 2 lakefront pools, and great live entertainment. Grab a table on the shaded deck and order up a chef's signature burger or go for a fresh beach bowl. Then head poolside and kick back on the in-water lounge chairs while you enjoy the incredible lake view and great live music. Dog Days is located in the heart of Osage Beach, just west of the Grand Glaze Bridge or the 19-mile marker by water, and open daily at 11. See you at the Dog.
Friday night football with the Camdenton Lakers and today's best hits, Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody, to the Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth here, Bob Shore Stadium. We're at halftime, brought to you by the Ed Lother team at Guild Mortgage. Joining me now, thank you very much, Mr. J.D. Hunter, for his interview with Daniel Letson. Joining me now, an old former Laker. Everybody stand and applaud. Go back to 1986, 1987. Big number 76. Corey Craig, everybody. Corey Craig, welcome back to the Lake of the Ozarks. Good to see you, man. You're looking good, bro.
Hey, good to see you,
what,
too.
What is that diet that you've got going on? I've never seen you so slender.
That's hard work, buddy. It's hard work. Hard work.
Congratulations on purchasing a new lake house here, back to the Lake of the Ozarks. Only part-time. Part-time.
Part-time.
Remind the folks where you're at and where have you been and what's up with Corey Craig?
I'm in central Illinois. I'm just outside of Springfield. Born and raised in the auction business and been an auctioneer basically all my life, and that's what I do full-time. Live in the real strong heart of agriculture, sell a lot of farmland, real estate, personal property, farm equipment, estates, real estate. I basically sell it all.
Staying busy. Boy, these last couple of years have been strange years, but it's been really good for real estate business and folks in your business as well.
It's been really strange, but, we started doing a lot of online auctions back in 2014, and I'm glad we did because when the pandemic hit, they just really shut everything down in my state, and so we've been just really covered up, and that's why I'm down here. I just sold a farm out here at Montreal last night. We sold a farm, and that's what brought me here. And the football games at home, I'm like, I got to go watch the Lakers play.
You got to. Last time you've been here 3 years ago, you said?
Yeah, it's been about 3 years since I made a ball game.
3 years ago, that's when we had Paxton DeLorme as our quarterback, our record-setting quarterback. Made it to the Class 4 quarterfinals, lost down there at Webb City by a point, missed extra points.
Yeah, I watched that game on Lake TV.
That was a tough one. So, Corey Craig, what you see now and what you remember from 1986 and 1987. Yeah. What's the most drastic difference?
AstroTurf. We had to play in the grass and the mud. It's
and rocks. Didn't you guys have to pick up rocks?
Oh yeah. We used to pick up rocks.
Throw them off the field.
It's just really amazing.
You cut grass with cows too, right?
It's just really amazing how this has really grown. Boy, man, what a strong community here. Look at that scoreboard. The Teletron, it's...
just everything about it is just first class and fantastic.
It is.
And
for a high school, they ought to be very, very thankful.
Yep.
This is awesome.
And you've seen the Pride of the Lake marching band?
Oh, yeah, the band's good every year. It's amazing how every year they've got an awesome band. And look what they do. They travel and win all kinds of awards, and they're pretty tough.
Now, did you get to spend some time with some of your old cronies down there, Parr Pitts, Tim
I talked to them
Shore,
right before the game.
Sean
I got
Machino.
Yeah, Jeff. I visited with Jeff and Travis and Chachi and Tim McDuffie. I didn't get a chance. Parr was busy. I didn't get a chance to talk to Parr, but I haven't had a chance to talk to Bob. I see Bob's here, but I haven't had a chance to talk to him. I was looking for Mike Silverwood. He told me he was going to be here, but I haven't run into him.
He's probably listening on the radio, so you might as well go ahead and say hi to Coach Mike Silverwood.
Yeah, Mike, I was looking forward to seeing you. I just want to say hi, buddy.
He was a hard-nosed coach, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
And that's what got the best out of you guys. That group, back-to-back years, in 86 and 87, back-to-back state champions. Of course, we haven't won a state title since 2005 when Daniel Letson was the quarterback. But talk a little bit about your memories of your junior year, because you had Spurgeon in front of you. You had a great offensive line and a defensive line in front of you. Marshke, McDuffie, Pitts, all those big boys. They had to teach you, right?
Yeah,
and then
they
that's
did.
what made you first team All-State your senior year.
Yeah, they were dominant. They were very dominant, and we just followed their footsteps and come in our senior year and right behind them, and we were a powerhouse football team, and we was hungry. When you go to Kansas City our junior year and you tie, back then they didn't play off a tie. Co-champions.
Yeah.
And like next year, we ain't going to have that. We want it all.
Business, I think, was the motto of the season, right?
Yeah. So the big game our senior year was Chillicothe. That was the state championship in my book.
Right.
And
we were down most of the game, right?
21-10. We were getting beat it was in the fourth quarter. We was getting beat 21-10, and come back with about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter to win the ball game. Yeah. That's
old Mario McGuire. Played awful well in that game, too, if I remember right?
Yeah, he played really well and got hurt and couldn't play in the state championship. That was sad.
I kind of forgot about that. So what's one of the greatest memories that you can take away from your years at Camdenton?
I'd say probably one of the biggest memories I could take away is our coaches. And, from Pappy to Mike Silverwood, Carl Hunter, Bob Shore,
the list goes on.
John McNabb, Cliff Sloan, those guys were phenomenal. We were very blessed to have the coaches that we had, and they were kind of following us all the way from junior high all the way through high school. And just awesome coaches that really taught us a lot. seriously.
Yep, discipline and structure, right?
That's right. A lot of discipline, yes.
A lot of discipline. You don't see that very much anymore, unfortunately. So tell us a little bit about your family before we got to get going.
I got 3 kids. Got my wife. I got a beautiful wife, Julie. We've been together for 28 years. I got 3 kids. My son Cody, he's part of my business. He's 29 years old. I got a daughter, Riley. That's
Is he an auctioneer as well, Cody?
Yes, he's part of my business. Yes.
Is he better than his old man?
He's more on the computer than he is the vid calling, But daughter Riley's 27, and my baby girl Madison, she's going to be 24 here pretty quick. She graduated from Millikan University in Illinois, there in Decatur, Illinois, and she is now a teacher at a local school right there about 20 minutes from where we live. So,
Corey, thanks for stopping by. Hey, we want to send a prayer out to our good friend Nathan Rufino, right?
That's right. Yeah. Nathan needs some prayers. He's sick right now. He's in Barnes Hospital. He is needing a liver transplant, and he needs a lot of prayers. So if everybody could say a prayer for Nathan, I appreciate it very much.
77, Nathan Rufino.
Yes.
That's number 76, Corey Craig. Thanks for the time,
Yes.
Corey. Appreciate the time.
You bet. Thanks,
We are nearing our second half kickoff. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with Daniel Letson to go over some first half stats. You're listening to Laker Football on Mix 92.7.
When you're building outdoor, you want lumber that will stand up to our Midwest weather. That's why builders and consumers alike insist on Yellowwood brand products. Yellowwood's lighter, more natural appearance makes for improved painting and staining, is long-lasting, durable, and provides protection from rot, fungal decay, and termite attack. Porter's Building Centers is the Lake Area's only distributor for Yellowwood brand products. Remember, if it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Porter's Building Centers in Lori.
And
Porter's,
welcome back
we're here
once
to
again,
help.
Going into business for
to the
myself
Guild
has been one of the most rewarding
Halftime
Friday
show,
night,
brought to you
so
by
it
Ed
must be
Loader.
time
Daniel
for
Edson with
Camdenton.
the first half stats. Daniel, take it away.
Yeah, rushing, we had the ball for 58 yards total, 1 touchdown. Bear Shore, 14 attempts, running around a little bit, maybe a little bit too much without getting anywhere forward. And then obviously we got to see Landon Thomas tote the ball for a couple times in a touchdown. Bear Shore is 8 of 19 for 65 yards, not the numbers that we're typically looking for whenever we talk about catching the ball. We got Javari Stewart down for 4 catches. You kind of saw Cam Durnan a little banged up with his leg. Don't know exactly what's going on there. That's not good news. He's kind of a guy that we have all over the field, and we need him to be healthy. And then we've got West Plains' stats as a team rushing for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. Their quarterback's leading the way. Kinslow with 11 attempts at 68 yards. He had that one where he fumbled the snap, got up, and was able to run for about 40 yards. That's really hurt us. And then he's passing at a 6 for 13. So both quarterbacks' completion percentage is much less than what it typically is night in and night out. We are leading in the turnover to takeaway. Well, I think we're 1-1 right now. We did force a fumble for the defense and was able to recover that, but then we threw an interception as well. I feel like we have moved the ball at times, and then we just get stagnant and we get stuck, and we're not converting on that 4th down. Offensively or defensively, we had the penalties to start, and that was a terrible start, Joey.
Before you go, Daniel Letson, what is the magic bean? What is the magic formula that it's going to take for the Lakers to claw back into this and somehow pull out a victory?
If we can stop the big play, quarterback running whenever they're trying to throw or whatever big play, I don't think that they will win, because I think we are far more conditioned than them. They've played 3 games, and none of them have they gone 4 quarters with all their guys. So we've played 3 games and had 4 quarters with almost all of our guys a lot. So the conditioning aspect, I think that's the main thing. We cannot give up a big play. We will stop them. We got a gang tackle 40, get out on the edge, stay disciplined, not give them free yards, and we win the game, Joey.
Stamina conditioning. I love it, Daniel Letson. That is going to do it for your halftime show, brought to you by Guild Mortgage and the Ed Loader team. We're going to take a quick break. Oh, we got a surprise guest.
We got a surprise guest. Ellie, say hi, Laker Nation.
Hi, Laker Nation.
That's Ellie. That's Ellie Lynn. That's my daughter right there. Let's go, Lakers.
Let's go, Lakers.
That is Ellie Edson, such a cutie. Good luck, Lakers. Hey, give me a fist bump, Ellie. One more time. Yeah, go Lakers. We'll take a quick break, folks, and we'll be right back at you with Ed Schmidt and myself, Joey Hom. You're listening to Laker Football on Mix 92.7.
I don't know about you, but I always wake up at the crack of dawn to make myself a homemade frittata. All right, I'm not fooling anyone. Hey guys, it's Mike Clayton telling you about First Watch. They start every day by cutting fresh fruit, juicing, baking, and whipping up amazing meals from scratch. So that way you can roll in, order whatever you want at First Watch for breakfast, brunch, or lunch, and they'll make it happen. Fresh and hot, and served from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So stop by their location here in Osage Beach to grab something fresh and made just for you. That's right, First Watch. Yeah, it's fresh.
It's a football Friday night at your home for the Camdenton Lakers. Today's best hits, Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody. Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. Joining me now in the broadcast booth, my partner in crime, Ed Schmidt. Ed Schmidt had a nice couple interviews. I'd like to thank J.D. Hunter and, of course, Corey Craig. Big Corey, number 76. You don't know him very well, but he was an anchor on that offensive and defensive line.
I met him in the hallway. Real nice
guy. That dude was a menace when he was playing. I mean, he was scary, and he clogged up that defensive front and that line and put heavy pressure on the quarterbacks. What a wonderful season that was back in 1987, finishing the year 14-0, cutting down the nets by beating St. Louis Sumner way back when. So now our objective tonight is to come back against these West Plains Zizzers. The Lakers will receive the third quarter kickoff here.
Down just a couple touchdowns. Lakers looking to get back in it right now. Joseph Peham, Ed Schmidt, Daniel Edson here for the second half of Lakers' big matchup tonight here against the West Plains Zizzers. Trailing by 2 touchdowns, 21-7's your score. Lakers are getting to get the ball here to start offense here in the second half. There's the boot, a big boot. Back to receive it. Hayes Hewlett off his chest. Now he picks it up at the 18, over the 20, cutting back at the 21, trying to find some room. Late flag comes in, Joey.
Man, Hayes almost got out of that, man. He almost got out of that big pile of tacklers right there and definitely could have taken it the distance. There's a late flag on the field. We'll see what the call is. That was close to being a huge kickoff return.
Lakers. Hopefully this penalty doesn't go against us. Here's the call. Looks like holding is going against the Lakers. That's going to back us up inside the 20-yard line. We were close to the 30 at the 28. Now it's going to be first down and 10 from the Lakers' 18-yard line. Big field to go.
82 yards of it.
Lakers offense led by Bear Shore out there to start. Bear Shore had a heck of a first half of running the ball. In shotgun, looking to throw in the flat quickly. Found Hayes Hewlett. Hayes Hewlett caught it, took a big hit, but held on. Mr. Hewlett getting it done.
Nice little out route there by Hayes.
Pick up a 4 yards, 2nd and 6 coming up. Bear Shore has 3 receivers set up to his left, 2 to his right. Low snap, he picks it up, has time in the pocket, pump, go, up, run it, here he goes. Nice cutback, Joey, first down, he's bouncing it outside. Made another guy miss, what a cutback, running over people down around the 40. Bear Shore picking up a huge gain again.
Fantastic effort there by Bear. Obviously read the defense, seen the seam, seen the hole, and then it was all Bear Shore from there about the 25-yard line. Excellent hard-nosed run there by the young junior quarterback.
18-yard run, and Pacific Pools first down. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. They're not even getting subs off. Too many men on the field. Flag should be out. Tunnel screen. Javari Stewart gets hit low. Hard. But no flag. They were running off on the sideline. I can't believe they didn't make the call.
Hayden Bryant there, the linebacker, the senior linebacker from West Plains. Gobbled up Javari right after he made his cut.
Javari led all receivers with 4 receptions, 35 yards in the first half. None on that. 2nd and 10. Looking to hand off. Cam Durnan's back out there. Made the first guy miss in the backfield. Get down, head-to-head hit. No flag there, but nice gain of 6 for Cam Durnan.
Hayden Bryant once again on that hard tackle, but Cam Durnan kind of coming up a little gimpy. He's struggling with that ankle.
Cam Durnan now getting forced out. Ford coming in. Durnan doesn't want to come out, folks. Ford in there, Hayes Hewlett in there, along with Javari Stewart, Schiefelbein, and I believe that's Reese Waters on the far side. 9 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and about 3.5. Low snap. Shore picks it up at his toes. Looking across, has a man. Hewlett there. Oh, big hit there from Kenslow, but ball was tipped. No flag on the play. But there's a flag down here at the line of scrimmage, actually in the backfield. Holding against the Lakers.
They're going to call it on 14 Schuffelbein. He doesn't agree with it.
That play's going to be pushed back. It's going to be third down and about where the hold is, was a few lines behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the bummer of that hold, is they mark it where the hold was, right? And that was at the 30, I'm sorry, at the 41.
It's going to bring up third and about 18 now. Shore set up with three receivers to his right, two to his left. Fake handoff up the middle of the field, rolling to his far side. Under pressure, made the first guy miss. Another guy on him, made that guy miss. Trying to throw it, does finally off the back of his foot to Hewlett, just underthrew him. It would have been enough for a first down, but Shore scrambling there.
Yeah, scrambling and to the far side, right? And Hewlett had to come back for the ball. He almost made an incredible effort getting back to the ball, but the ball falls incomplete. So on 4th and 18, then we're going to ask Cam Durnan to punt this ball away.
Cam Durnan set up, you never know. Could see a trick punt. Low snap. Durnan does punt it away, and a good punt. No one back to receive. Bounces at the 35, rolling down to about the 29, maybe 28-yard line on the punt from Durnan.
Durnan is hurting with that sprained ankle. It appears to be a sprained ankle, or at least an ankle injury. You wonder if it's the plant foot or the kicking foot that's bothersome. It's definitely going to take away his big play ability and his cutting ability once he gets the yards after the catch, right? That type of player, he's more effective after he gets the football.
Ball now on the Zizzers 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for Kenslow and the Zizzers offense. Senior coming out, tight line of scrimmage. Set up to the power side on the right. Two receivers to the right of Kenslow. One to the left in Lair. In motion, number 15, Cook. Looking to hand off Cook. No, Kenslow kept it outside, bouncing outside on the sweep. What a read, Adrian Klein. Also Waters, I believe, stepping up there, Joe.
Yep, Adrian Klein just kind of running down the line of scrimmage. Didn't bite on the fake and kept pace with Kenslow and brings him down for a 1 yard loss, it appears.
Nice play there.
Great defensive play.
Yeah, 42 stepping up big, the senior. 2nd and 10 now. Kenslow in shotgun. Low snap, he picks it up, throws it in a flat drop ball from Lair.
That's a rare mistake.
Drop.
Yeah, that's a rare mistake by Lair.
Drop ball from number 40. 3rd and 10 coming up. 9:10 to go.
Stops the clock.
Yep, Lakers trailing just by 2 touchdowns. Trying to get a 3 and out. Big 3rd and 10 coming up, Joe.
Without question. They need points, and they need points in a hurry. They need momentum. They need to get back to
3 and out would be huge confidence right now. Saw Tony Cicerelli out there watching his nephew, or actually great nephew. Lair with a big run out the outside. Parkman finally took him down, but not after a big 15-yard gain from number 40, Lair.
Caden Jefferson had a chance at him at the line of scrimmage, but Laird did a couple juke moves, got out of the back of the line of scrimmage, and picks up 11, enough for the first down. Big run there by the senior.
Confidence in their running game, running it on 3rd and 10, picking up over 15. 1st and 10 now from the 43-yard line of the Zizzers. 21-7 your score, Zizzers up here in the 3rd quarter, brought to you by Porter's Building Centers. Pistol set up here for the quarterback. Keeping it. Kenslow up the middle, found some running room. Finally, number 2 brought him down, but right close to that first down marker, Javari Stewart was trying to shed that blocker and tackle Kenslow.
Kenslow just following that massive offensive line. A designed quarterback keeper. As soon as he got the snap, he started charging forward behind big 70 and 55 there off that right side.
See what the mark is on this play. The chain gang out there, sponsored by Tony Cannon, Blue Line Painting and Renovation. Big 2nd and short coming up for the Zizzers here. Lakers looking for a stop. Handoff in the backfield. Got it to Cook. Cook got taken down. Bentley with the tackle for the loss. 3rd and short coming up.
Great play there by Cale Bentley, the senior. That one, if he would have got to the edge there, that would have been a huge play, but Bentley preventing that. No gain, 3rd down now, long 2. You got to believe this is 4-down territory for the Zizzers with the confidence they're playing with.
3rd and 2 coming up. Hand off to number 40, Lair. Lair getting through that line, and Moore right there picking up a good 5 yards. Lair, big body there. Joey, 726. First down, chain gang moving, brought to you by Tony Keenan Blue Line Painting.
Again, the West Plains Zizzers, they love pounding the football and eating clock, right? They'll throw it if they have to, but they love utilizing their big, massive offensive line and their star-studded running back, Connor Lair.
1st and 10 from the Lakers, 44 now. Zizzers at the line of scrimmage. In motion, Cook. Hand off to Lair, though. Lair found room on the left side and more room. He has the end zone. He could go all the way. 10-5 touchdown. Connor Lair, a 44-yard version.
Let's send it down to Daniel Letson, our HMI Fireplace sideline reporter there. Daniel, that was a big run there by Lair. What set up that play, and what did you see there?
Yeah, their offensive line is just absolutely dominating up front. They're able to get to the second level, getting our backers out of the play. Coming out offensively and not being able to, not necessarily score, but not being able to push the ball down the field very well. That set us up for a little bit of failure. And then defensively, when you're down 21 points, it's just kind of hard to play as hard as you absolutely can. So we got to find some grit, get some energy out of the fans and out of the sideline, and turn this thing around if we want to have a chance.
Low snap. The place kicker Holder gathers it. The kick is up, and it's good. 28-7. That's the dagger there right there. That's a big one for the West Plains Zizzers. 28-7 your score. 7:05 to go, 3rd quarter. You're listening to Laker football on Mix 92.7.
Professional landscapers, contractors, and everyday homeowners need a zero-turn lawnmower built for all-day performance. Gravely Commercial zero-turns are designed for ergonomic comfort, engineered for durability and efficiency, and backed by the industry's strongest commercial warranty. The Motor Hut in Camdenton is your Gravely headquarters with a large selection to help you get the job done right and providing service for all your Gravely mowers. So putt to the Motor Hut in Camdenton and see how a Gravely zero-turn lawnmower will help you every day, every lawn. The Motor Hut in Camdenton, 346-6110.
Your new home for Camdenton Lakers football is Mix 92.7.
And welcome back, folks. I beg your pardon. The extra point was missed. It was called off. 27-7 the score. Ed Schmidt with the Malted Monkey drive summary.
7 plays. Zizzers started on their own 28. 72 yards later, they punched it in on a 44-yard touchdown from Connor Lair, the senior. Now up 27-7 after the missed extra point. Here's the kickoff. Back to receive it. Number 29, Ford. A low bounce. Picks it on the second bounce at his 12. He's at the 20, trying to bounce it outside. Now looking to cut back. Nothing there. Picked up maybe another yard on the cutback. Ball down around the 21.
Not much doing there for Ford. Zizzers playing kind of downhill right now. They've got the momentum, it feels like, and it seems like, and looks like. Lakers just some key mistakes tonight. Injuries have decimated us in this game tonight. Missing 3 and adding Cam Durnan into the mix. Essentially 4 key players.
Shore had 14 carries, Joey, in that first half for 53 yards. Been taking a beating, but keeps on ticking. Bear Shore 1st and 10 now from the 21-yard line in shotgun. Looking to hand off to Ford. Ford gets hit in the backfield. Tackle for a 7-yard loss.
Number 8, Evan Anderson, coming straight up the gut there. Another Laker injury. Just as I say, injuries have decimated us. Another injury timeout is being requested as another Laker is down. We're going to take one with you. Timeout's brought to you by eXp Realty, the Ed Schmidt team at favoritelake.com. You listen to Laker football on Mix 92.7.
We are live from Bobby Jr.'s living room from the online football game of the century. The ball is snapped. Bobby's got a big opening. He's to the 10, the 5. Wait, he's stuck on the 5. He is disconnected. His internet is too slow.
Don't be like Slow-Mo Bobby.
One call to Como Connect at 844-99-FIBER, and blazing fast internet is yours. That's 844-99-FIBER.
Unbelievable!
At Guild Mortgage, we believe that our success comes from the communities that we live in and work with. We help you to achieve your dream of home ownership by working with you in all aspects of financing your new home. Ed Lothar with Guild Mortgage in Osage Beach is committed in every step of the mortgage lending process with over 60 years as an independent mortgage company, completely focused on you. Start your journey by calling Ed Lothar at 480-7676 to secure your tomorrow.
You're listening to Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
Good. He popped back up. Looks like stretching out that left leg. A little
cramping, maybe.
A little cramping.
2nd and 15 coming up for the Lakers. Short, planted around his 10 and shotgun, fakes the handoff to Ford, looking to throw off his back foot, looking for Javari man-on-man. Oh, just underthrew him. If he could throw it a little further, but Short throwing off that back foot was difficult to do.
Man, what a great coverage there by Landon Casey. Stuck on him like glue there. No pass interference. It was good defense. Javari Stewart now is kind of gipping, and he's limping off the field.
I think that could be a cramp the way he's walking. For sure it is.
That's going to bring up 3rd down now and another 15 yards in front of Bear Shore and this Laker Purple Tide offense.
Sure. Handling a rough snap under pressure, could go down. He does. He holds it instead of turning it over. Sack there of about 7 yards. Going to bring up 4th and about 20.
Number 9, Aiden Holt. He's had a big game tonight, just basically coming in untouched. Just a linebacker blitz straight up the gut right at Bear Shore. Didn't give Shore anywhere room to run. Has to take the sack.
Holt is their enforcer on that line. There's the kick from Cam Durnan, a line driver. Bounce at the 43, taking a huge Lakers roll all the way to the 43 of the Zizzers.
27-7 the score. If the Lakers are to have any kind of a puncher's chance, they got to
turnover
time. Turnover.
Yeah, you nailed it, Joey. 7:27 is your score. Lakers trailing by 20.
Still got to keep the heads in the game, right? This game's not over. It seems like it's a mountain to climb here, particularly against this defense that we're playing against tonight. This offensive line and the way that they can move the football and run the football, but there's still a puncher's chance.
1st and 10. Quarterback, number 2, Kenslow out there in shotgun. Nobody in the backfield. He's running it. Great hit there from Gunner, but rolling out of it and fighting it is the big senior quarterback, fighting the whole Purple Hogs line there, getting into the backfield. Gain of 8, Joe.
Got to tip your cap there. Dagan Kenslow should have brought down about 4 yards ago, but just that individual fight and that effort carries the Lakers defense up to the 49 of the Lakers. Need to get to the 47 for a 1st down.
Want to thank our title sponsor once again, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC. Simply do this. Just go to the website, shophewlett.com. Look at new, pre-owned, whatever you want at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC. 2nd and 2 coming up. Kenzel takes snap, looking at his screen, found his screen. Good blockers in front of him, gaining about 14 yards. Was the receiver out there, Joey, number 7, Parker.
Great hit there by Mason Swartz, the senior. But after a large gain there, a 17-yard pass play for a Zizzer 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 38 of the Zizzers. Taking a little time to get the play in. They have all the time, up by 20 right now. Here's the snap, low snap. Kenslow picks it up with no problem, running with it as he's picking it up, picking up a 1st down with the Parkman hit. You know, we haven't called Parkman's name a lot. We're calling him now.
Let's send it down to our HMI Fireplace, Daniel Letson. Daniel Letson, talk about the play of the senior quarterback, Dagan Kenslow, and what do we have to do defensively to combat him?
You know, I'm not taking any credit away from his ability. We've had him in the backfield several times, and we're not wrapping up. So, like I said, I don't want to take away from the kid's ability because he's obviously getting the job done. We just are absolutely not getting the job done as far as wrapping up. I would say on almost every play that they've busted big, it's just breaking tackles. So getting our pad level low, gang tackling, rallying to the ball. Like I said before, whenever you're down 20 points, you kind of see the character of either you get the energy down and you hang your head, or you got to find a way to fight adversity and fight through. And right now we're kind of doing the first part of that and not the latter part. Back to you guys.
Lakers getting that chain gang set up real quick. Want to thank our chain gang sponsor, Blue Line Painting and Renovation. Give Tony Cannon a call for any renovation painting needs at 573-836-1400. First and 10 now from about the 28-yard line of the Lakers. Zizzers in motion. Faking the handoff. Kenslow keeps it. This has been the Kenslow show on this drive, Joey. Right up the middle, another 8-yard gain.
Daniel nailed it. Another missed tackle there in the backfield by the Laker defense. Not sure who that was there, but again, Kenslow just kind of using his ability and athletic ability, his size, stay upright, keep moving forward, keep pushing forward. Lakers kind of playing on their heels a little bit right now.
Lakers subbing in some fresh people.
Beautiful night at the old ballpark, though, I'll tell you that.
Kenslow in shotgun, getting the call from the sideline. Two receivers to the near side, one of them being Connor Lair. Now in motion. Wait, here comes flag. Someone moved. That's going to go against them. Gunnar Morris and the defense are still pumped up in there. Parkman fired up. Lakers aren't giving up. That's not our style, folks.
That's right. Never say die, Ed Schmidt.
We've seen miracles, and we're looking for one tonight. After the 5-yard penalty, second and about 8 coming up here now for the Lakers D.
And it usually starts when you least expect it. Either a quick pick six or an interception or a fumble return. Remember Mason Draper picking up a 50-yard fumble return to keep us in the game.
There's another flag.
Things like this, these little things, they start snowballing, right?
Yep, number 66.
That's the big fella. That's Big Cat.
Big Cat, the 285-pound 6'7" lineman, bent over and just fell forward. He couldn't hold his tri-stand. Back-to-back 5-yard penalties.
Time clock is becoming our enemy right now. 3:22 to go, third quarter. Roughly 15 minutes to make this magic happen.
Haven't seen him come out here in the second half. He's out there now, the junior Heston Miller, number 23. Kenslow has Lair on one side, now Miller in motion. Fake the handoff to Miller, rolling in the near side, in the flat. Made a big hit coming up. Who is number 7 for the Lakers, Joe?
That is Evan Ferris, number 7, the senior, 6'2", 150 pound. He's earned himself an Andy's Frozen Custard Jackhammer hit nomination of the game. Evan Ferris. Nice open field tackle. Good hard hit. Brought down immediately. He's going to bring up third down now. 10 yards to go.
You talk on Mahan, number 27, a 6'5", 240-pound tight end. Nice hit from Ferris. 3rd and 10 coming up. Lakers looking for a stop. Fired up here. Nice bad snap. Put in pressure. Thrown in the flat. Leeser caught it. Made Ferris miss. Now around that first down marker. Definitely 4-down territory, but I think they might have got the first down.
Inside the Wicked Willie red zone. That's a missed opportunity there for the Purple Haze defense. They had Kenslow kind of stopped and tracked, stopping his heels, right?
The missed tackles and not wrapping ups hurt us tonight so far. Kenslow ripped quickly to the line at the 17 of the Lakers. Lakers showing blitz, now backing off. Dagan Kenslow gets the snap, looking to throw, has his man right there. Oh, number 13 turned around and dropped the ball when he saw the footsteps of Sam DeMott coming.
Sam DeMott, nice defensive effort there. 13, the receiver, Watson Heffer, big guy, 6'4", 200 pounds. Caused the incompletion. Nice job, Sam.
2nd and 10 from the Lakers, 17 now for the Zizzers. Dagan looking to take the snap, throws it in the flat, hits his man Cook out here, number 15, but there's a lot of Lakers there. Run out of bounds by Ferris and Cale Bentley.
Seems like a minimal gain and a nice play on defense, but that gives them a 3rd and 6 now. Kind of takes off half of the yardage they need.
Gain of 4.
2 plays to get 6 now.
Almost that pass was like running a quick sweep, Joey. Receivers split to 2 sides here for the quarterback. Kenslow looking to run up the middle. He's ran a lot. He has the running room. Finally gets tackled down. Late flag comes out at the last second.
Didn't see what that was.
Maybe Daniel had an eye on it. See what the official calls. Jefferson coming in. Giving DeMott a breather. Daniel, what was that call against the Lakers right there?
Well, after we've seen a few helmet-to-helmets and illegal shots by the Zizzers not be called, they called one on us. So
that's what I thought.
Illegal hit, either leading with the head or helmet-to-helmet of some sort against the Lakers. Back to you guys.
Now 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line with the half the distance penalty.
Got to believe you'll see a heavy dose of 4-0 Connor Lair behind that massive offensive line this time. No, a little play fake. Come on, get him there, Kale.
Oh, just in and out of the hands once again. Now finally getting taken down. Kenslow, ball came out. Lakers picked it up. They could go all the way down the sideline. Oh, they're saying he's down, folks. The ball looked pumped. Reese Waters had an opportunity there. But they're saying the ball came out
on the far side
sack.
Of the field, so he couldn't see it. It was a great sack. Let's not take away from the defensive effort there. Getting the sack in the key spot in this game. Lakers thought they had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. That would have ignited this crowd.
That would have ignited more than just a crowd. The players would feel some confidence right now that they're needing. 2nd and goal now from the Lakers 9 after the big sack. Timeout, I think, taken on the field from the Zizzers. Timeout brought to you by
eXp Realty, the Ed Schmidt team at favoritelake.com. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Laker football on Mix 92.7.
Roof US, the one company that you can trust. Why take the chance with some other company that just wants to put a new roof on and call it good? We start from the ground and work our way up with detailed photo and video documentation by our factory-trained and tested roofing installation professionals. At Roof US, we offer free honest roof inspections, an ironclad 5-year warranty, and handle everything with your insurance company. Visit roofusconstruction.com or call 573-446-3233.
It's Friday night, so it must be time for Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody, to the Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. 29 seconds remain third quarter. Lakers still trailing 27-7 in this pretty decent football game tonight at Schmidt against the number 2 team in Class 4, the West Plains Zizzers. By looking at this team and watching them play defensively, offensively, they've got the makeup for a state championship type team.
Well, you think about it, though, really, Joe. You look at this game and you have to say a couple different little cracks here or there. This could be a really tight game, not 27-7. 2nd and goal from the 9. Kenslow keeping it, trying to run it outside with the sweep, cutting back. He has it, Joey. Touchdown for the Zizzers. 33-7 is your score.
Dagan and Kenslow making it look easy there. Just a little quarterback keeper, scamper on the left side, just basically following his blocks, using some of his football moves, cutting it back to the middle of the field. No Lakers around. Pretty easy touchdown there for the senior quarterback. 6'2", 200-pound Dagan Kenslow. Zizzers will now come on for the extra point. 16, Braden Wall will do the place kicking. 15, Hayden Cook will do the holding. As Ed Schmidt says, 33-7, 23 seconds to go.
And
Lakers almost jumped. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is good.
That Malton Monkey drive, Joey, 10 plays, 57 yards, 5:31 on the clock. Score 34-7 with 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter. You're listening to MoSportZone.com. Mix 92.7. We'll be back. And just
The place to be for great food and family fun is Dog Days. Get to Dog Days for a variety of delicious menu options, 2 lakefront pools, and great live entertainment. Grab a table on the shaded deck and order up a chef's signature burger or go for a fresh beach bowl. Then head poolside and kick back on the in-water lounge chairs while you enjoy the incredible lake view and great live music. Dog Days is located in the heart of Osage Beach, just west of the Grand Glaze Bridge or the 19-mile marker by water, and open daily at 11. See you at the Dog.
Friday night football with the Camdenton Lakers and today's best hits. Mix
And
92.7.
welcome back, everybody. 34-7 your score across the way. California Pintos leading the Osage Indians 36-27, up 9. Indians do have the ball back, making a late push to perhaps sneak out a victory. The Lakers are going to have to push and push hard here to pull this miracle victory off tonight.
Here's the kickoff. Back to receive. Number 8, Hayes Hewlett at his 6-yard line. He's over to 15, up to 20. He has a lane, Joey. One guy had beat. He's got to bounce it outside. He is. Go, Hayes Hewlett. Go, Hayes Hewlett. Ran out of bounds inside the 20. Hayes Hewlett with a huge return of about 80 yards.
Never quit, never say die. That's the Laker motto, right? Hayes Hewlett basically just used his vision and his speed to find the seam and the gap, the wedge blocks. Excellent job there by the Lakers special teams unit to allow Hayes that little space to run, right? And he just turned on his afterburners, his jets, and darted down to the West Plains Zizzers 18-yard line inside the Wicked Willie's red zone. Heck of an effort there by Hayes Hewlett.
76-yard kickoff return. Little spark the Lakers and everyone needs right now. Hewlett delivering. Ball inside the Wicked Willie's red zone at the Zizzers 18. Timeout taken on the field.
Seemed like they had 12 men on the field. Connor Lair was trying to get off the field to not get a penalty. We'll take a quick timeout. Timeout's brought to you by eXp Realty, the Ed Schmidt team at favoritelake.com. Sorry about that. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Laker Football on Mix 92.7.
Hi, this is Greg at Cerdak Yamaha in Osage Beach. We just received 30 new Yamaha Wave Runners just in time for the late summer fun. These extra 30 Wave Runners were not pre-sold and can be yours today without waiting until next year. If you prefer renting a Wave Runner or a boat, we can put you and your family on the lake in style. Visit CerdakBoatRental.com for up to 50% off your day on the lake.
You ride on our reputation. You ride on our reputation.
It's a football Friday night at your home for the Camdenton Lakers. Today's best hits. Mix
Welcome back, everybody.
92.7.
Lakers in business here. 1st and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. Big return, kick return by Hayes Hewlett, the junior. Speedster, Ed Schmidt.
76 yards now. Ball's on the 18 in the Wicked Willie's red zone for the Lakers. Shore quickly in the flat. Javari Stewart has running room. Cutting back, taking on the Zizzers, driving the pile of 6. Javari Stewart with a first down catch inside the 8.
Great little route there. Bear Shore got the ball out quick. Javari Stewart, individual effort from there on. Just a hard-nosed run, straight up the gut. Lakers 1st and goal now inside the 7. Call it the 6.5.
1st and goal. Stewart with a nice 11-yard reception. Bear Shore running, has room on the left side, coming back, going for the end zone. All just shy inside the 1-yard line, Joey.
Thought he had it. Thought he extended the football across the goal line there, but they're going to mark him short, like you said, at the half-yard line. That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Lakers will have the ball 2nd and goal at the half-yard line when we return to start the 4th quarter. You're listening to Laker Football on Mix 92.7.
It's a great time to sell your property, so reach out to the most productive new team at the lake, your favorite real estate team. Hi, Tammy Cannon here with James Anderson for the Ed Schmidt team.
It's a simple goal to sell your property for top market value, and we'll be there for every step of the transaction. Our team utilizes cutting-edge technology, and we're proud to be premier Zillow and Trulia agents.
Check us out on Facebook or online at yourfavoriterealestateteam.com.
List your property with the #1 new team at the lake, the Ed Schmidt team, powered by eXp Realty.
Your new home for Camdenton Lakers football is Mix 92.7.
What a 3 quarters of football tonight here from Camdenton, Missouri. The Lakers taking on the #2 team in the state, the Zizzers, here on, from their 2.5 journey up from the south, Joey. But, this game's still not over. anything can happen. The Lakers just showed it with a 76-yard kickoff return from Hayes Hewlett.
Yeah, you need 4 scores, right? And we've got 12 minutes to get 4 scores. We're inside a half yard to get one of those, right? So you just got to start checking off the boxes as they come.
I don't know if we're going to see that Wildcat again come out, but I believe so. Here it is. Thomas coming out again. We scored earlier with this Wildcat setup. Thomas in shotgun. There's a snap, straight dive play to the left. He's in there, touchdown Lakers, touchdown Landon Thomas, his second of the game.
Landon Thomas, man, he loves that opportunity, and he made the most of it. Touchdown following that left side. Had the Zizzers fooled. We beefed up on that right side, thinking we were going to pound the ball right. He went left this time. Relatively easy score there for the Lakers. They sliced the lead to 21 now. 34-13 is the score. That touchdown brought to you by Dog Days, the touchdown sponsor. Thurman Brothers in for the extra point. Cade the holder. Cam the kicker. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is right down the middle. Lakers score 34-14. We're within 20 points now. We need a miracle to happen. Stay right here with us, and perhaps you'll catch magic in a bottle. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You know what they say happens. And when it does, you want it fixed ASAP. Prompt and courteous service has been a trademark of Amos Septic Service for over 50 years. Amos Septic has the most advanced technology to handle any job in the Lake of the Ozarks and provides 24/7 emergency service at 573-346-5992. Amos Septic Service. We rush so you can flush.
This is Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, folks. 34-14. The Lakers get one of the 4 touchdowns we need here at Schmidt. 11:56. A lot of time left. Is now the time to try the onside kick, or do you kick it deep and hope that your defense gets a quick 3 and out?
We were talking about it. Looks like they have their hands team up here ready for an onside kick. That Malted Monkey drive, 3 plays, 18 yards, 16 seconds, 1 yard touchdown run from Thomas, and 2 Pacific Pools first downs. Kicking to the far corner. Oh, taking a Lakers bounce opportunity there. Cook covered it around the 19, Joey.
Parkman was right there. If that wacky bounce would have happened a little differently, Parkman could have had a onside kick at the 20, right?
Exactly.
Instead, the Zizzer was able to recover. Zizzers will trot back onto the field, 1st and 10, ball at their own 18-yard line. So the Lakers defense do have an opportunity here. Got them pinned back at the 18 to get a quick 3 and out.
Looking for a big turnover right now. Turnovers are key, Joey. 1st and 10 from the 18 of the Zizzers. Lakers looking for another big opportunity here to strike. Kenza fakes the handoff to Miller up the middle. That time Lakers weren't fooled. Kenzo was stopped and wrapped up.
Let's send it real quick down to Daniel Edson. Daniel Edson, how about a 3 and out here and put some magic back in this Bob Shore Stadium?
Yeah, you're talking about probably the most pivotal point in the game is this drive right here. 3 and out or some sort of turnover.
Right.
Even not letting them cross half and making them punt. Something to where we get the ball back and they don't need a lot of clock is exactly what we need right now. And I think it's going to come from stopping this quarterback. Back to you guys.
Stopping the quarterback there with the 1 yard loss. Now looking to air it up down the sidelines. Reese Waters there breaking it up. Incomplete. And Kenslow taking a little shot there in the backfield.
Wow, what a play there by Waters.
Waters breaking up that pass effectively. Going to bring up 3rd and 11 now. Ball on the 17 of the Zizzers. Lakers hoping for a quick 3 and out, and that incomplete pass helped stop the clock, folks. This time, Kenslow has 2 receivers to the near side, and Cooks and Hafer, 1 to the far side. Cooks in motion, looking to throw under pressure. Looking to throw in the flat behind him. What a hit! Jackhammer! Hello, my little friend. Miller, you're out.
Holy cow. That is Jaden Parkman at Jaden Parkman's finest. That was a clean.
We're
legal,
just handing it out right now.
It's over.
It's over.
It's
Jackhammer
over.
winner of the game.
You remember Vince Carter in that slam dunk competition when he says, it's over. It's over.
What a hit, Joseph
Hit
P.
of the game goes to Jaden Parkman.
And, man, 23. Remember, he held on to that one earlier that was a heck of a hit. That time it wasn't happening.
And sometimes magic happens with hits, little things like that. Right now, all of a sudden, the West Plains Zizzers are having to punt this ball away. Back to the Camdenton Lakers.
Low punt, bouncing at the 43. About the 46, it's going to end up here on the Zizzers over midfield for the Lakers on this drive. 10:59, Joe.
Coach is still fired up. Team still fired up. Lakers have the ball, as you said. 1st and 10 at the 46 of the Zizzers. Plenty of time left. 10 minutes, 59 seconds, which is an eternity with this Purple Tide offense.
Lakers huddled up on the sideline. You know what's going on. They're fired up. Shore's fired up. We're fired up. It's time for a Lakers comeback. Shore trotting the troops out on the field. 10:59 to go. 34-14 your score here in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Porter's Building Center, your steel dealer. It's time to go get your equipment. Falls here almost. Lakers fake hand off to Ford. Under pressure. Now going back the other way. This time he looks for running room. Cuts up the middle, trying to make something out of it. Ball out.
Loose.
Ball out. See what the call is.
Lakers recover. That was a helmet-to-football hit there on Bear Shore. Popped the ball out. Fortunately, 74 it appears for the Lakers. Gabe Norton was there to recover the potential fumble.
Shore not wasting time on 2nd and 8 from the 44, in the flat. Just Schiefelbein just missed that one. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 8. You know the Lakers are going to go 4 downs on this drive every time. They've got nothing to lose at this point.
Trips to the right this time from Shore on 3rd and 8. Once again, rolling to this side. Found Hayes Hewlett. Hewlett has the 1st down, splitting the defenders. Hewlett picking up 12 on that and a Pacific Pools 1st down.
I was just going to say if he got between that split, he was gone, right? But 45, I believe, for the West Plains Zizzers, Tristan Clark grabbed him by the foot and brought him down.
1st and 10 now from about the 34. This time, hand off to Ford. Ford, nice cut back up the middle, looking for running room, daylight, and more. Man, Ford Jersey trying to bring him down after a 15-yard gain. Ford is like, what's up, folks? Give me the ball.
Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling.
Lakers wasting no time in the hurry-up offense. Almost in the red zone, right about the 20.5-yard line, sponsored by Wicked Willie's. Short has the Hogs there, ready to go. There's the snap, looking to throw quickly. Javari Stewart on a screen, cutting back, making the first guy miss, bouncing it outside. Out of bounds, stopping the clock there. Javari Stewart.
Great play by Javari Stewart. First making the catch, making a couple moves. Thought he might have had a chance getting to the edge of the line there and turning it upfield. Pushed out of bounds, still a great play.
Picked up 5 yards, going to bring up 2nd and 5. Shore running it, direct snap to him from the shotgun. Then he lost his footing. A Laker got hit in the back. Hewlett's hurt, Joey. He got hit on that Achilles from a big Bear Shore.
That's a tough break there.
Hayes Hewlett's brought in a lot of life here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1. Shore throws it to Javari. Same screenplay. Javari trying to get down the sideline. Does about out at the 5 or 6.
1st down. Clock stops at 9:22. Lakers knocking on the door once again. I said we needed 4. We got 1. Maybe this will be 2 here, Schmidt.
8th play of the drive coming up. 9:22, like Joey said, trailing by 20. Lakers bringing the Wildcat back. Landon Thomas in there. At the 6, running up the middle, finding room, pushing the pile, going again. Late flag comes in.
What is the flag?
How do you get a flag in the pile? But you did, folks.
Unbelievable. They better not call holding there because that was just a bunch of big guys pushing forward and the other big guys pushing back.
See what the official comes here. It was 1st and goal from the 7. Personal foul, face mask, defense. It going against the Zizzers.
All right.
Automatic first down. Half the distance after the run.
Keep that jumbo package in there. Keep Landon Thomas. Give him another opportunity as he trots back onto the field. Ball at the half-yard line, just at the nose of the goal line there.
He had a 1-yard TD the last time. Thomas in at Wildcat. Here's the snap to him. Up the middle, straight dive play to the left. He's in. At least I thought he was. Now he's in the second time. Lakers.
All right.
Folks, we got a football game here at Camdenton.
34-20 now your score. Interesting developing situation here. 9:10 to go. Still plenty of time. The Lakers were once down 34-7. It is now 34-20. Extra point pending to cut the lead to 13. They wouldn't go on and now win this game now, would they? Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick from Cam Durnan is also good, folks. Hope you're not going anywhere. 34-21, the Lakers are very much in this football game. Looking forward to the next 9 minutes. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with you. You're listening to Laker Football on Mix 92.7.
Where do you go for delicious, honest food made just for you each and every time? Culver's in Osage Beach prides themselves on delivering to you the best cooked-to-order meals every time, made with fresh, never frozen, Midwest-raised beef seared to perfection. Stop in today at your Culver's in Osage Beach and try our signature combination of our classic butter burger and fresh frozen custard. Culver's, where every meal is served with a smile, proudly supporting all of our local athletes. Welcome to Delicious.
You're listening to Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody. A little Lake Magic brewing around here. Lakers trying to come back from a huge deficit against these mighty West Plains Zizzers. And across the way, the Osage Indians are also trying to make a little comeback of their own. Down now 36-34, facing a 2nd and 6. The Osage Indians have the ball and potentially could pull out a victory as well. We're going to hope the same here at Bob Shore Stadium with your Camdenton Football Lakers.
Here's the boot looking to angle it towards the sideline to Cook. Oh, took a Lakers bounce. Cook gets it at the 13. Parkman's on him. Cook gets tripped up and taken down. Parkman getting the hand in there. The Lakers getting the hand. That malted monkey drive from the Lakers. 9 plays, 54 yards, 149 off the clock. Thomas getting his second touchdown, sponsored by Dog Days, Joey Hom.
Unbelievable. Well, we still got half the mountain to climb, right? We've kind of made it up halfway. We still got to finish it off. This Laker defense now has to step up and somehow, some way get another 3 and out, force a turnover, fumble, whatever it may be.
The energy's going the Lakers' way right now. We're going to keep it rolling. 9:03 to go. Lakers now just trailing by 13. Man-to-man coverage. Kenzel in shotgun, running up the middle, looking for a hole. He has one. Broke a tackle. That's killing us. Got to catch him. He's going. He's 30. He's gone, Joey. No one's going to catch him.
Wow.
No flags on the play. 79-yard touchdown run.
Send it down to Daniel Edson, our HMI Fireplace sideline reporter. Daniel Edson, I was hoping to talk to you about the Laker lore, the Laker magic about to brew and happen, and then that big busted play happens.
Yeah, you couldn't hear me, but I said, we'll talk about a different conversation than what your intention was, and that's just exactly what we cannot have happen. Tip your hat, obviously, to his ability, but we're tackling him in the backfield and not wrapping up, not making the play. So offensively, we gotta punch some in quick now. We're in the fourth quarter, only less than 9 minutes left, so we gotta have some magic real quick. Back to you guys.
Flags come out. We'll re-kick that extra point, Joey.
Looks like a false start there, and in fact it is. It's going to cost them 5 yards. Hopefully cost them an extra point, which would keep the score at 19. That is still a 3-possession game.
There comes just throwing the flag back to his official.
That one bursted our bubble a little bit, Ed Schmidt. I was hoping that the magic is back.
Yeah, you know what? This had been a good learning experience. We could have been in here with some wrap-ups and a few different little rinks. We have the talent on the squad. Almost got a hand on it. Was Parkman.
Missed it.
He did miss it, Joey.
It's going to keep the score to 19-point deficit, 40-21. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Laker Football on Mix 92.7.
For more than 35 years, Econo-Lift has been better than the rest for all your boat hoist needs at the Lake of the Ozarks. And they're made with the highest quality galvanized steel for strength and durability. Call Econo-Lift today because their lifts are simply the best. Make sure your lift is ready for this upcoming boating season. Family owned and proudly made in the USA. Call Econo-Lift at 346-7161. Simply the best.
It's Friday night, so it must be time for Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, folks, to the Andy's Frozen Custard broadcast booth. Big play there for the West Plains Zizzers. Dagan Kenslow, quarterback keeper, takes it to the house, extends the lead to 19. Bike Fest weekend this week, Ed Schmidt.
Yes, it
How's
is.
it going for everybody?
It's rumbling and stumbling and thunder out there all night long is what I hear. Bad news, Hayes Hewlett on the bench. Adrian Klein back to receive, replacing him after we saw a big 70-plus yard kickoff return from Hewlett. Also back is Ford. There's the boot. Angling to Ford at the 5, now at the 4, backed up on that big kick. Ford trying to get back to the 20. He's at about the 18-19, 15-yard return.
Zizzers do a good job there getting down in coverage, not allowing Ford to turn it upfield, bringing them down right at the 19.
Lakers needing a quick strike here. We'll see what happens. Shore has the gang bunched together here on the near side. Hayes Hewlett is on the bench. Want to thank our title sponsor, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC, shophewlett.com. Something must be going back in the studio. 1st and 10 now from the 19 for the Lakers. Bear Shore out there. Looking to get down the field quickly. Throwing it out, faking it to Javari Seward on the screen. Under pressure, got out of it. Now throwing off the back of his foot. Coming back, Colson Schiffelbein with the catch. What a catch. Schiffelbein with a huge catch. And a 15-yarder and a Pacific Pools first down.
Bear Shore takes a big hit, but he hung in there long enough. He's coming up a little gimpy himself. Hung in there long enough to get the ball downfield. Colson Schiffelbein did an excellent job coming back to the ball. That was the only way that they were going to make a play on that ball there.
I can't believe Schiffelbein came up with it. Colson, big first down reception of 15 yards. Short, throwing again, snap. Low, thrown in the flat to number 14. Cam Durden made an acrobatic move down the sideline, and another first down, late hit by Lair, but no flag on that play. Out of bounds about 5 yards. Another Pacific Pools first down.
Shore checking down 3 or 4 receivers. Found Cam Durden to his right side. Nice little throw by Shore. Cam Durden, extra effort there. Big chunk play there by the Lakers.
25-plus yards, biggest throw of the night. Little tunnel screen there to Javari Stewart. Ran right into a big lineman. Stewart fought him as much as he could. A 280-pound lineman. As soon as he caught it, short gain of a yard.
Yeah, those quick bang-bang plays, these linemen are taught and coached to kind of hang back a little bit and wait for the receiver to come right at him, which is exactly what happened there.
Shore thrown on 2nd and 9. Found Reese Waters here on the near side. He held on to it. They're going to give him about 3 yards on the mark. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Big hit there by Jesse Hudson. Strong safety. Didn't allow Waters to get much after the catch.
3rd and 6 coming up from the 42 of the Zizzers. Shore and shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 3 to his left. Waters out there and Shepard on the near side. Far side, it looks like it's Ford, Cam Durnan, and 88 Shepard. Shore looking to throw here on 3rd down. Rolling to the far side. Under pressure again. 4 white jerseys thrown in the flat. Under through his receiver. Shepard. Incomplete.
Shore still hurting a little bit. You wonder what area of the body is affected, right? It looks like it's his left foot.
10 of 15 here in the second half, unofficially for Shore. Big 4th and 6 coming up with the incompletion. 7:31 to go. Lakers trailing by 19. Ford, Waters, and Shepard now on the near side. Colson Schiefelbein on the far side. Under pressure again. Shore trying to get out of it. Staying on his feet. Finally going down. Turnover on downs with a 12-yard sack.
Watson Hafer. Unbelievable pressure tonight by these Zizzers. They're rushing 3 guys, right? And you wonder how are they getting behind our offensive line.
That might be the dagger right now. Ball on the 48-yard line of Camdenton.
Zizzers are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with you. Timeout's brought to you by eXp Realty, the Ed Schmidt team at favoritelake.team.com. We'll be back in a minute.
Crystal clear waters and peace of mind is what you expect out of your pool. So when it comes to weekly or monthly maintenance, Pacific Pools at Osage Beach will give you the clarity you're looking for. For all your spa and pool maintenance and prepping for the off-season, Pacific Pools has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Pacific Pools is also your Bullfrog Spa dealer. Pacific Pools, located just off Highway KK at Osage Beach, or call 480-7511 to set up your winterization schedule.
Friday Night Football with the Camdenton Lakers and today's best hits. Mix 92.7.
Back live here from Bob Shore Stadium. Tough one, 7:21 to go. Lakers have been in and out of this, had flashes of brilliance, moments of defeat, but they're still hustling and playing hard out here tonight. Here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Porter's Building Centers in Laurie. Yellowwood dealer, steel dealer, Porter's Building Centers, Kent Porter and the gang. The Australian GM, handoff to Lair on first down, trailing. Parkman comes in after Bentley wrapped him up at the line of scrimmage. Still a good 4-yard gain from Connor Lair.
Got to believe the Zizzers are going to be real comfortable just running the football with Connor Lair. And, of course, their quarterback Kinslow just to kind of chew this remaining clock up, 6:58 and ticking.
2nd and 6, a long 6 coming up. After this play, we'll send it to our HMI sideline reporter Daniel Edson. Hand off to Lair like Joey said. Lair has blockers. He could be gone. He is gone. See you later, folks. 44 yards later. Daniel Edson. Lakers have just let 2 big plays happen, but they've been playing hard tonight against a great number 2 team in the state.
Yeah, they've got that ranking for a reason. You know, it's hard to say that we shouldn't be getting beat like this. But they are a good program, obviously. And there's a lot you can take from this game, you know, learning-wise and being able to hopefully get better week in, week out. We still got a really stout opponents in Lebanon and Rolla. And, you know, these guys have shown us maybe where we can work on offensively and defensively to get ready for weeks to come. Back to you guys.
Extra point coming up. Scores 46-21. Scoreboard is down now. There's the boot. Late flag comes in. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the field again. Imagine that. Was the field extra point good, Joe?
Extra point was good. It's 47-21. Jaden Parkman came in for the block. Of course, it was a kind of a botched snap there, right? So Parkman did have a chance to block it, but ran into I believe it was the kicker himself, right? And there was a little scuffle trying to get back up. I think the Lakers might get flagged for an unsportsmanlike conduct kind of accidentally, right?
We'll just keep it here instead of going to a commercial break. Lakers are going to go back on the road for their second road game next week. We're going to head to Bolivar. I don't ever remember in the last 21 years playing in Bolivar, though.
I'm going to go ahead and say that we've never played at Bolivar, right?
Have we? I don't recall.
Coach Birch would know. Walking encyclopedia, Wayne Birch.
We know that we're no encyclopedia. We're just faces for radio, Joe.
But the Liberators are a good football team, relatively new to the Ozark Conference. This is their second year, I believe, in the Ozark Conference. It's going to be a tough road game. Lakers got some learning to do, right?
Yes.
After this exhibition tonight. Played hard, played well. Just didn't have an answer for that stingy, tough Zizzer defense.
They did call a penalty on Parkman on that extra point attempt, so they're going to be kicking off from the 45, which should be just a touchback. The scoreboard is back up and working. 47-21 is your score. 6:36 to go. Crowd is hanging out, supporting their team, not leaving. Tough home game tonight here at Bob Shores Stadium against the number 2 team in the state. Little pooch kick. They're letting it play. Reese Waters gets it at the 19, up around the 24, pushing forward 25. A late flag comes flying 30 yards away.
That came in from the 41.
Didn't it? I was like, man, that ref, the back ref, has a good arm. Maybe he was a former quarterback.
Looked like a Bear Shore throw, right? It's got to be against the Zizzers there, I would have to imagine.
We'll see what the official says here. Hold Lakers.
Call it against the Lakers. So that's going to drive them back from the spot foul to 24. The Lakers will have it 1st and 10 at the 14. 86 yards in front of them with diminishing time. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
Bear Shore trotting out there with the Hogs. Javari Stewart, Shepard, Schiefelbein, Reese Waters out there, and Edson. 3 receivers set up the Shores right. 1st 10 from the 13. Once again, under pressure all night. Throws it over to Colson. Colson in the flat trying to run. Not much running room. Gain of a yard.
That has been the storyline of the night, is just the immense pressure Bear Shore has been under. Obviously doing a great job, doing the best he can. The receivers doing a great job coming back to the ball, making plays when it didn't look like a play was going to be made, right? Carthage, new score update by Coach Birch, 42-14.
Webb City down.
Webb City. That is going to be Webb City's 2nd loss.
Wow.
This young season. Unusual. Bear Shore throws high.
Trying to hit Edson on the throw right there. Incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up, Joe. 6:16.
Clock is stopped.
Well, you see Javari Stewart banged up. Hayes Hewlett banged up tonight. Cam Durnan banged up tonight.
That's the other storyline. Look at all those players down there. Then you got 2 or 3 kids in street clothes not playing. Wiley Powers being the big name.
Bear Shore just took another hard hit. Just try to get the ball out to Reese Waters. 4th and 9 coming up. Looks like the Lakers are going to go for it. Why not? Wasting no time, getting ready to snap the ball. Connor Lair coming in at the last second. Trying to get to the quarterback. Shore stepping up, scrambling again like we've seen all night. Made one guy miss. Now looking to throw. Can't find anybody planning. Trying to find Colson. Incomplete, turnover on downs.
Zizzers do a nice job there. 18 just simply batting the ball down. Tegan Green. An interception there would have been kind of like a punt for us, right? But he knocked it down. So the Zizzers will now take over. 1st and 10 in awfully good field position at the Laker 15-yard line. 5:57 to go. 47-21 the score remains.
With the Lakers kind of airing it out, trying to make something happen. Score's gotten a little lopsided here. 1st and 10, like Joey said. Zizzers staying with their starters tonight, Joey. Even here on the 15. Miller's out there along with Kenslow. Hand off to Miller. Miller trying to make something happen. Sandemont. Lakers still playing clean.
Grabbed him by the ankles, wouldn't let go, right?
Yeah, DeMott wouldn't let it go, but Lakers weren't head hunting, trying to do any cheap shotting. We've seen a lot of that going on tonight.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. Ball now at the 13-yard line.
Miller.
This will be 7 out of 9 the Zizzers have taken from the Lakers.
Clock running down to 5:20. 14 seconds on the play clock. Dagan Kenslow still out there in pistol. Hand off to Miller. Miller's bouncing it to the near side, going up the middle. Pick up about 6 yards, coming close to a first down. Haven't used much of Miller. Kenslow on a 3rd and inches here from about the Lakers' 7-yard line. In motion, Lair, hand off to Lair. Lair trying to bounce it outside. Already has a touchdown. He has another touchdown tonight. Pouring it on here with 4 minutes left to go. The Zizzers just racking up the points tonight, 53-21 currently, Joey.
Of course, short field here. Lakers decided to go for it on 4th down. Gives them the ball at the 15-yard line. So an easy score there by Connor Laird. Sending it down to HMI Fireplace. Sideline reporter Daniel Edson. Daniel Edson, this is going to be a tough loss for the Lakers. It's going to be a tough locker room conversation talk. What are the coaches telling their players once they hit the locker room?
Well, you gotta keep your head up. I mean, obviously that's what you always say, but there was a lot to learn from here. Obviously, we had some guys out that are intricate parts that, I don't think that was the difference of the game. But you can always use this as a teaching point to get better. Obviously, if you want to play a team that's number 2 in the state and be able to compete and win, have a good chance at winning, you got to put in the work, and it comes in the off season, everything like that, and. They're, like we've said several times, they're not number 2 in the state for no reason. They're going to be a very solid football program that goes very deep into the playoffs. That's my estimate. That's my guess for them moving forward. But for us, if we don't take this as a learning opportunity, then obviously you can see a bunch of turmoil coming our way. But we flip this. We go into next week, be ready to play Hillcrest or whoever's next, and build on this from that. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Daniel. We'll keep it here during the break. 53-21, the missed extra point, 4:36 to go. Coming up, we're going to have the Andy's Frozen Custard postgame show, but right now the second half sponsors, Porter's Building Centers in Lori. Lakers sending out their kickoff return out there, Joey.
Yeah,
trailing by a few points right now.
We said it in the pregame. This was a put-up or shut-up game, right? I mean, both teams coming in at 3-0. I mean, we had a tall task in front of us, right? Not that we were being cocky or arrogant, but it just kind of puts things in perspective on areas you need to work on as a football team, right? If you want to make a push towards a state championship, you got to face opponents like the West Plains Zizzers here and figure out a way to beat them.
Squib kick, low kick. Klein having a tough time picking it up. He does. He's looking for some running room over here to the near side. Got a nice return there to about the 26.
Jeff Shore still clapping his hands and keeping the kids fired up and motivated as he should. It's still a game, right? And we're still playing a high school football game. It's got to be fun. Whether it's always obviously more fun when you're on the winning side of the game, but you got to.
Yeah, but no other schools have given them a run for their money, and that score doesn't reflect really how this game could have turned out for the Lakers. Bearshore not quitting. He's out there once again with the offense. 1st and 10 from the 26 of the Lakers. Hand off to Ford. Ford gets hit in the backfield, trying to get to the line of scrimmage. Not happening.
Aiden Holtz, number 9, in the backfield again. Coming up a little gimpy, grabbing his knee. He's going to come out of the football game. He's had a heck of a game tonight for the Zizzers. Bear Short quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3, loss of 4. Call it 2nd and 14.
One-handed catch from Reese Waters. Dancing on the sideline. Got it in, Joey. I just want to point out some things. Lair's still out there. Kenslow's still out there on defense. This coaching squad is really trying to put it on the Lakers tonight. Lakers subbing in a lot of different looks. And one of them is this new Wildcat look. Timeout taken on the field, brought to you by
eXp Realty, the Ed Schmidt team at favoritelake.team.com. We'll take one with you. You're listening to Laker football on Mix 92.7.
From our team at Oakstar Bank, we hope you're enjoying the 2021 Shootout. Oakstar Bank is a proud sponsor of the Wishing on a Ride program, with 6 Lake area locations and additional locations throughout the Southwest and Central Missouri, as well as a location in Overland Park, Kansas. Oakstar Bank is conveniently located to serve you no matter where you are. For a complete list of locations, visit oakstarbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's a football Friday night at your home for the Camdenton Lakers. Today's best hits, Mix 92.7.
Third down coming up for the Lakers. Just 4 minutes left. 3:59 on the clock. 53-21's your score. Ball on about the 28-yard line of Camdenton's side of the field. Wildcat back out there. Landon Thomas, number 71, to receive the snap. Hard count. There was jump. No flag on the play. Thomas looking for that hard count here on third down. Finally, timeout taken from Coach Jeff Shore. Brought to you by eXp Realty, the Ed Schmidt Team, FavoriteLakeTeam.com. We'll be right back with more Lakers football on Mix 92.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Your new home for Camdenton Lakers football is Mix 92.7.
And welcome back once again, everybody. The Lakers facing a third down and a long 8 power I formation. The jumbo package, the jumbo set is in.
The Wildcat, baby. Thomas waiting the snap, gets it up the middle, looking the running room on the left. Nice stiff arm. Thomas trying to cut back, hitting him low. Gain tackling him. A short gain of a yard or two on that for Thomas. Thomas has a couple touchdowns on the evening, Joey.
He's had a good game. We need to start thinking about the Andy's Frozen Custard Awards tonight. The hit of the game, we've already kind of, it was in a convincing fashion. Jaden Parkman laying the wood on 23, I believe, Heston Miller. That was a spectacular hit to the game. So we're going to go ahead and crown Jaden Parkman the winner of that award.
All right. Still 3:51 to go here in the fourth quarter, Joey. We don't know.
There is some opportunities left.
There's still time left.
I can still visualize and hear that hit and feel it from up here. It was a monster hit.
Timeout taken by Jeff Shore again, brought to you by FavoriteLakeTeam.com. We'll be right back, folks, on Mix 92.7 and SportsZone.com, whatever it's called. Let's just take a break, folks. We'll be right back.
Hello, Laker fans. Welcome back to another great school year. This is your buddy Charlie from HMI Fireplace Shop. Very proud supporters of Laker athletics for hundreds of years. Before I let you get back to enjoying today's game, let me remind you how HMI has kept millions warm and comfortable in Lakerland for over 40 years. Now, let's get back to cheering on our Lakers.
This is Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
Big fourth down and a long 6, almost 7. Bear Shore back in at quarterback. Fake handoff to Reese. Under pressure, they're taking him down and running him down and burying him into the ground. 3 different jerseys. It's like the line didn't even give Shore time.
Yeah, just tremendous pressure. And it's from the same guys, too. Number 9 who got hurt, Aiden Holt. Of course, 40, Connor Lair. And then, a couple of those defensive linemen. 29 was in on the play, too. There's just simply no time for Bear to set up. And
when you're up that much, it's amazing they still have all their starters in there trying to lay some hurt on the Lakers tonight. 3 minutes left to go. Clock running. Ball on the 15 of the Lakers with the big turnover on downs again in the sack of Bear Shore. Different quarterback in there? Nope. Kenslow still in there, starting quarterback. Oh, fumble on the ball. Lakers might have recovered it. Looks like they're putting their hands in the air. It is Lakers ball. Coming up with it, number 9.
Tommy McElroy. All right, so the offense gets a trot back onto the field.
Crowd still here supporting the Lakers. Class act here in Camdenton tonight from the fans and players. After I don't know how many different personal fouls and unsportsmanlike conduct we saw all night from, let's not lie, the other side of the field.
21-7 at the half. Lakers, came back out to start the third quarter with some opportunities and giving us some hope to kind of crawl back into this thing. Again, pressure, heavy pressure, 22 this time. Jesse Hudson.
Still, starters are all out there for the Zizzers with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Layers out there, Kenslow's out there, the entire starting defense. And they're up by 32 with a couple minutes left. Shore looking to throw here down the sideline, looking for Waters. Waters couldn't catch up to that strong arm throw from Shore.
Almost had him there.
3rd and 13 coming up, Joey.
21-7 at the half, like I said. The Zizzers outscored us 32-14 in the second half. A lot of those points, though, were on short fields and
broken plays at the end of the game. Quickly in the flat, forward running. Nowhere to run. They're trying to throw him down. Number 36, Lopez. Finally, the whistles blow. Ball is 4th and 15 coming up. Cam Durnan finally coming in to give Bear Shore a breather, and he needs it. He took a beating. His grandpa came over and shook his hand. Bear Shore played his heart out tonight. Never quit. Neither did any of the Lakers tonight. Durnan letting the clock run down. 4th down, probably going to see him punt it here. No one back to receive it. They're going to try to block it. Don't know why they needed to try to block it, but they were trying to. Ball wasn't a great punt, but took a great Lakers roll to about the 49-yard line. 1:16 to go. Clock stop. Zizzers are going to get another opportunity here. See if they try to put more points up on the board.
It appears their starting offensive line is coming back out onto the field. No, I think we're starting to see some subs.
This is the first time we've seen subs with 1 minute, 16 seconds to go here. 53-21 is your score, Lakers. Does not reflect how great of a game it was tonight. We almost had our opportunities to win this earlier.
Aiden Simpson, now the quarterback, number 1, the junior quarterback for the West Plains Zizzers. Got to believe he's going to be the guy next year when the Lakers will have to travel to West Plains in the early weeks of the 2000.
Yeah, this team's going to be a lot different with the loss of some seniors. Now, they do have that junior Heston Miller who is flat out lightning fast. But we've seen Connor Lair and Kenslow for the last 3 years, Joe.
Yes. They've been burdens for sure.
Great players. Maybe not the right attitude sometimes on the field, though. Throwing the flat incomplete. Trying to run with it before catching it. The Zizzers receiver.
29 seconds. This should be the last play of the game.
Want to thank our title sponsor again, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC. Want to thank all our sponsors tonight. Deerberg's Grocery, First Watch, Motor Hut, Como Connect, Culver's, Econo Lodge, Golden Rule, Millers & Son, Polylift Boat List, Hy-V, Lake Fine Arts Academy and Gallery, Roof US, and many more. Amos Septic, Better Homes Lake Realty, another good real estate company. And then, of course, a lot of our main sponsors, Blue Line Painting and Renovation, Wicked Willie's, Dog Days, Porter's Building Centers, AB Pest, the Ed Schmidt team with eXp Realty, Michael Lassen, First State Bank, Guild Mortgage, Ed Lothar. Also our title sponsor, Hewlett Chevrolet, Andy's Frozen Custard postgame show, Lake Regional Orthopedics, HMI, Serdike Yamaha, Oakstar Bank, and Pacific Pools. Lakers lose tonight here at home against number 2 Zizzers, 53-21. When we come back, we'll have the Andy's Frozen Custard postgame show and hand out some hardware. We'll be right back, folks.
Vision Source Family Eye Care would like to wish the Camdenton Lakers a safe and successful season. Let's keep those eyes safe out there. Protecting your eyes from injury is one of the most basic things you can do to keep your vision healthy during sports season. Vision Source Family Eye Care can help with all your sports and sunwear needs, from contact lenses and correct cleaning techniques to proper frames and stylish sportswear to choose from. With locations in Lake Ozark, Camdenton, Osage Beach, and Laurie, or online at lakefamilyeyecare.com. Vision Source Family Eye Care is the eye care specialist for the Camdenton Lakers.
Thinking of leaving the area for orthopedic care? Think again. Lake Regional Orthopedics has a growing team of experienced surgeons skilled in joint replacement, sports medicine, and foot and ankle care. Save the drive time. Discover how Lake Regional Orthopedics goes the extra mile with convenient locations in Osage Beach, Camdenton, and Lebanon. Call today, 573-302-3990. That's 573-302-3990. Lake Regional Orthopedics. Here for you.
You're listening to Camdenton Lakers football on Mix 92.7.
Not the night that we wanted here from Camden to Missouri. The Lakers end up losing a tough one to number 2 West Plains, 53-21. We do want to hand out some hardware. We mentioned it earlier in the fourth quarter. The jackhammer hit of the game, number 43 Parkman Joey laying out their stud Heston Miller in the flat on a reception. Heston caught a big one earlier and held on the hit. Not on this one. Parkman laid him out.
Clean hit. You can hear the crack. You can hear the sound. You can hear the wind going out of Miller's mouth, right?
The sails deflated.
And it was a key moment, really. It was 33-14. That kind of got the defense fired up a little bit. We got the 3 and out, forced the punt. Lakers score to make it 33-21. But that was a hit to remember, that's for sure. Hopefully we've got that on video to where we can replay that again.
Parkman, winner of the Andy's Frozen Custard Jackhammer Hit Award. I know which one I would like if I went to Andy's.
Which one?
James Brown. Actually, I feel good.
We've got a s'mores jackhammer that we're going to introduce here not too long away. S'mores jackhammer.
Little inside secret
graham
from
cracker, hot fudge, marshmallow jackhammer. It is absolutely delicious.
Hot fudge. I love me some hot fudge.
Moving on to the Andy's Frozen Custard play of the game. This is your old buddy Ryan and Jason Hewlett. They're Ryan's son Hayes Hewlett. You do the rest from here.
Beautiful 76-yard kickoff return. Really got the Lakers pumped up and back into it, Joey. Right after that, we scored a touchdown. And we were back into this game looking to rebound, and then we scored again shortly after that. But that momentum that we got from Hayes Hewlett on that drive sparked the Lakers' comeback, where we got as close as 13 points back into this game.
Yeah, and it was an exciting run, too. And he's got that big playability. We know that, right? He's got the speed. All he needs is a little lane, a little gap. And as soon as he turns on that jet engine, he's gone, right? Almost went to the house there for a touchdown there, but got kicked out about the 14-yard line. So excellent job there by Hayes Hewlett, and congratulations for the Andy's Frozen Custard play of the game. Now moving on to the Andy's Frozen Custard player of the game. Not much debate here.
Well, Bear Shore laid it out on the line, played a really tough game, definitely a huge nomination, but let's look at it here. We have one player scoring 3 touchdowns tonight. He scored his first touchdown a week ago. And that's the big kid, number 71, Landon Thomas.
Coming out of the Mongo package, that big power eye, that big jumbo set, right? And Landon Thomas, a big guy himself, right? Just taking the football a couple times the opposite way. One was straight up the gut, right? The other was following that right side of the line. And the second one just kind of making some moves and scampering for a 2-yard score on the left side.
Yeah, and you look at that, and what an accomplishment. You don't see many big linemen like the Fridge Perry come in and put up 3 touchdowns in the night, but Landon Thomas did that. He is our Andy's Frozen Custard Player of the Game. Real quick, want to thank Daniel Edson, by the way, state quarterback for the Lakers back in 05, and our producer and engineer back at the studio, Ed Emerson, doing a great job tonight for us on the boards, Joey, and the best color man in the business, Joseph P. Ham. I know it was a tough loss, 53-21 to West Plains, but we really persevered and worked hard and kept ourselves in the game even though the score doesn't show it.
Yeah, again, some inopportune turnovers, some key penalties in some key spots. There are a couple, 2 or 3 big plays, really, that really kind of took the wind out of our sail when we were trying to make a comeback there late. But overall, a great effort here by these young Lakers, great effort by Bear Shore. Tip your hat to Bear Shore, being tough, being strong, hanging in there, making big plays after, that intense pressure that he was under all night. He still hung his head high. So great job to the Camdenton Laker football team.
Lakers, tough loss tonight. I know we didn't like the outcome. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight on MoSportsZone.com and Mix 92.7. And also, we found out late that we were on Facebook tonight. After another station couldn't get a good connection, we took over, and I hope you enjoyed our broadcast on LCTC Lakers Football TV on Facebook.
Thank you, Chuck Poe and his entire team from LCTC TV. They do a great job. Appreciate it.
Excellent job. Well, folks, have a good evening. We're going to go back on the road next week for our first time ever in Bolivar, Missouri. The 3-1 Lakers are going to look to right this train and get back on their winning streak and make it 4-1 next week. Thanks again for listening. Have a good evening, everybody. Good night.
See you, folks.
Polylift Boat Lifts. You've got your home at the lake, and you've found the perfect boat